Are y'all ready for some D&D?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No. Yes. That was sarcasm.
Well, I'm not fucking sure. Let's go.
Actually, you know what? Yeah,
So-
you're right.
Yeah, right? I have a plate full of fries, so forgive me for interrupting myself and chewing. Where we last left off, on Willowbrook Z. Love, your headset's also picking me up pretty bad.
I don't know how to fix that at all.
Just speak once in a while.
Okay.
Whenever you don't speak for a while, Discord tries to find voices, so it actually increases your microphone's sensitivity for a while.
Bitch.
So, where we last left off, you had each gotten invitations to Willowbrook School and began attending your first few weeks of classes. You made friends, and you were assigned to a crew, kind of like a class, if you will. And you and your crew did fairly well for the first few weeks of classes. Out of 100 students, you guys were pretty high up there. And everything seemed to be going well. Studies were good. The professors are fine for the most part. But then strange things started to happen. There was an attack. And more strange events began pouring in, and as you kind of began investigating these events, just for a moment, just to get some peace and quiet, you discovered that students were entering the church on the far end of the grounds, late at night. And following one student in particular, one Axel Thames, a second year, who had a chip on his shoulder is not really the best way to describe him. He had a chip on his shoulder, and now he's got a hole in the head. So, wow. On following Axel into the church, you discovered that he had uncovered a crypt of some kind, and in doing so, released something into the world. You later found out that this was a sealed entity named Ikorax, an ancient lich who was a little bit more insane than most of your average bad guys. You confronted the headmaster about this, Ashanti, who ended up kind of spilling the beans on you as to what was going on, and in doing so, said that she would have to close down the school now that he had been released, as it was no longer safe to operate Willowbrook. You each retired to your quarters. You share like a single dorm room, basically. It's not really a dorm room, it's like an apartment, more or less. There's 100 students, and Willowbrook is pretty big. So each crew gets their own kind of little apartment with four separate rooms in it. But you retreat to your dorms, and those of you that can get a full night's rest. Suppose I should probably reset as a kill sheet.
You should.
There we go. And you wake in the morrow. Coming out to breakfast, some of you probably already have your things packed, thinking the school is going to close any minute now, but you are vastly mistaken. When you come out... Yes, do you not hear it?
No.
Let me restart it. Weird.
Want
Do you know?
music?
Yep. Thank you.
Weird. Okay, that's fine. Sorely mistaken when you come out to find that rather than a announcement of closure, you find a large breakfast laid out, much bigger than usual. Many of the students, unaware as to the goings-on of last night, are enjoying themselves, feasting, and you see up at the kind of top of the dining hall, or towards the back of the dining hall, there is there are only 2 professors present currently: the headmaster Ashanti and the professor of evocation, Katya Romanov. Neither of them look very pleased, and sitting next to them is a smug-looking man, probably in his late 40s. He's got kind of pale skin, messy black hair that really he needs a stylist or something. He needs to shave his head. And he's wearing a very nice, like, kind of pseudo leather suit that looks like business attire, but also comes across as like, is this guy a biker, like a biker banker? I don't know. He's got a very strange air to him. Immediately is what you notice. He's joyous and upbeat, and right next to him is Ashanti and Katya, and neither one of them look happy at all. As you filter in, kind of take your seats, looking at everybody else, a couple of students trickle in behind you, and you're probably sitting there for about 5 minutes before you see the gentleman that's sitting next to Ashanti and Katya stands and kind of brush himself off and begin approaching the kind of central podium that Ashanti addressed all of you with on your first day. He just gives this minor gesture out to the dining hall here and says, "If I could have your attention, students, attention, please." Many students kind of look over towards him, unexpected. None of you have ever seen this guy before, and you anticipate neither have any of the students here. As they all look and kind of, you see looks of, who is this guy? He gestures out towards the student body. "There has been, unfortunately, a number of terrible circumstantial events over the last several days. It is my duty as an investigator to investigate them. Many of you are unaware of the goings-on that happened last night, but rest assured, when I heard about the terrible crimes that had been committed, I rushed to make all haste here. And when I arrived, Yeah, go ahead. Roll a history check for me as well.
Okay. 13 on the insight, 23 on the history.
Okay. Insight check. Kind of getting a general feel for this guy. He 100% is full of his own shit. Absolutely stuck up his own ass about as far as you can get. And he doesn't try to hide that fact either. He's very much that kind of flamboyant, like, you know, high off their own farts type of person.
Gotcha. Okay.
History check. You know that he is, if what he says is true, which it very well might be, he is an arbiter. Arbiters are special agents in the employ of the Council of Magic, and they are sent to investigate very concerning magical threats. Arbiters are usually extremely accomplished mages, and most of them are also anti-mages, meaning they're, you know, trained in anti-magic, counterspell, etc., etc. They are specially trained to deal with what was the phrase I had come up with a while back? It's like high-intensity magical phenomena. They're basically the magical FBI, more or less. Yes?
Zen would probably be checking to see if what he's saying is true, because he deep down he's not, he don't like this.
Right. Are you insight checking?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. You get the same thing that I just said to Ara. It's You're not 100% sure if he's being truthful, but he definitely could be. He's walking the walk and talking the talk. Anyways, so you basically get the same thing that I just told Ara. More or less, he's full of his own shit, and you don't know if he's actually an Arbiter or not, but he seems like one.
Zin's not gonna trust him? If he states, we're not letting you leave, I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Because that's exactly what Zin is thinking.
No, why would that ever be a thing? So as he says this, one of your students, as you know, was killed not long ago. Initial reports seem to claim it may have been werewolves, and I am inclined to agree with that initial report. However, another student died last night, a most unfortunate death. One Axel Thames, and you hear the student body just like whispering to each other, the little gasp. He was killed in an unfortunate attack, and I will get to the bottom of this. But for now, I am declaring Willowbrook a guarded area. No one is to enter. No one is to leave. Your classes will resume as normal, and I assure you that security will be ramped up. And he kind of gives this little, like, sly look back to Ashanti. We're going to also be implementing a buddy system. You are to travel nowhere without a friend. And if you are venturing off of the direct premises, such as to the church, you must inform one of the guards. There will be guards posted at the end of each corridor. Be nice to them. They are here on overtime. We'll have this sold in 2 days. Don't worry. Any tips or leads you may have concerning the deaths of these students and these strange happenings as of late, please bring them directly to me. And he says that, the way he says it, with y'all's insight checks, the way he says that, it almost sounds a bit venomous towards the staff, towards like Ashanti and the professors.
It's very clear Zin is bristling, and the look is, do not trust him.
He gives a slight bow and, thank you and enjoy your meal, and returns to the table with Ashanti and Katya. About probably 2 or 3 minutes passed, and you see a man. Excuse me. You see a man. He's probably in his late 20s, early 30s, wearing a blue and white uniform. You recognize this as the uniform of the Arbiters. This man is an Arbiter's agent. Kind of rushes up to the man, and he whispers in his ear for a second, and then when he does, Ashanti like scoots her chair back and looks at him surprised, and then looks at Katya and then gets up and turns around and storms off. The man kind of just waves him away and turns to Katya and says something, but none of you really hear it because you're so far away.
1 second. I think I have observant. Let me check.
Of course you do.
Because I'm a bitch. Yep, I have observant. I can read slips.
Hold on, let me just make up exactly what he said then. The gist of what was said. And in fact, roll a perception check to see how much of it you get.
Are you serious? I fucking hate this.
Well, that was insight, but what's your perception modifier?
Oh, my perception modifier is +3. I'm at the perception. My passive perception is 18. So.
Okay.
If that mattered.
Wait, what?
It doesn't.
It's +3.
Observant.
Wait, how? Does Observant give you +5 to passive?
It does.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why she takes it. That's how she gets her passive perception so high all the time. She takes Observant constantly.
And also, Raven Queen, add your charisma modifier to your passive perception.
Mm-hmm. You're not a Raven Queen one on this one, though.
Nope.
You're, I think you're, like, undead or great old one. I can't remember now.
Undying.
Undying, that's right, yeah. So that would be a 9, which is not especially good, but you at least get parts of it. The man's kind of covering his mouth, so you can only see a little bit of what he's saying. The guard, rather, that rushed up. The gist of what you get is, it looks like another one has gone missing. We think it might be blank this time. And then that's when Ashanti turns around and you see her say, "Are you serious?" And the guard gives this kind of little nod, and she gets up and storms away. After that, the agent just kind of waves the guard away and says, "That'll be all, thank you."
And what does he say to the other teacher?
He turns to Katya. It says, "It would seem," let's see, with a 9. "It would seem that circumstances are more dire than we initially realized." And she just she's glaring at him.
Then telepathically says, another student just went missing. I couldn't catch the name. Zinda Azakil, sir.
We'll assume that this is also being relayed to
Yeah, I'm relaying it
the rest
to
of the party.
Rest of the party, one by one.
No. Yeah, and Azakil can as well.
That a student went missing?
Just says that another one went missing.
Oh, okay.
If I had to guess, either the other prisoner got out or one of the students are missing.
Sounds like a whole lot of not our problem.
It is our problem if we're going to die here.
I'm concerned about the not leaving part. I would actually just leave and it would not be our problem, but as of right now...
You know what I would do if I was going to make everybody watch them kill each other? I would make sure they couldn't leave by an authority. Or worse.
So you're saying the Lich has something to do with this?
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't trust that man.
I don't trust the Arbiters in general.
It's more a principle of, if he won't let us leave without, at least, thoroughly checking us, that's the issue.
So what do we do?
Why don't we just ask? And
It's true.
Varella raises her, stands up and raises her hand. Arbiter, may I ask a question?
Kind of shouting over everyone else. He's currently speaking to Katya, and he turns and stands up for a second. He looks at you. And, of course, yes. What's your question?
General populace doesn't know about this.
They don't.
Why are we not allowed to leave?
It's a security risk, unfortunately. Currently, we're a little worried about the mode of transportation for people leaving, and we would like to investigate some individuals a little more thoroughly.
I'm about to kill that dog.
I'm about to kill the dog, too.
So, could you not just, question individuals who wish to leave privately?
Yes, but currently I am waiting on one of our additional agents. You see, I'm not able to do the questioning, unfortunately. I am simply here as a first strike type of agent.
Okay, thank you.
Proper procedure and all that, I'm sure you understand. He seats himself back down. He stares at you for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Be careful not to say
in general is uncomfortable.
This is fair.
Finn is watching
Big
and
mood.
says telepathically, whatever you do, do not say anything aloud. I think he's watching you.
It's a full 3 minutes before he turns his gaze away from you.
Yeah, like, as he's talking, I'm like, you think I'm gonna get in trouble for, like, slapping that student? Do you think that professor remembers?
A what?
For slapping that student. What's her name?
Oh
fuck
god,
up.
Oh
sorry.
god. I don't know.
I then told the professor to fuck off, so...
Given the circumstances, I'm not sure that they even care.
I think that's a minor detail, consider.
I cannot imagine the level of fuck up that's happened in the upper management of the school right now.
True. Oh, popcorn.
Go get popcorn.
No, that was in character.
Oh, okay. I thought it was out of character. I was like,
No.
we'll do it.
I don't have popcorn. Well, actually, I do have popcorn I could go make, but I'd have to, like, actually make it.
Yeah, get up and make it.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
And then butter it and salt it and do all that.
There's currently nothing we
The
can
adventure.
do.
Well, they're
I mean,
studying.
Ezekiel's perplexed. We could. I mean, you're right. If classes continue and we don't keep up, if we leave, I mean, we'll fail. But if we'll stay, we'll die. It's a real conundrum.
I mean, I could care less, but I think the majority of the people want to live here. Right?
Well, wait, what?
I mean, I would say that none of us are gonna die because none of us are stupid.
That's fair. There's a lot of stupid people around right now.
No, I was saying I don't care that I die. It's just the other people here want to live, right?
Oh, yeah. I think that's correct.
Do you need help? Are you suicidal?
I meditate for that, thank you. And plus, Nova helps with that a lot.
Like the drug?
What?
What?
Nova? Novocaine?
No!
Oh, God.
No!
Her pseudo-dragon. Or his pseudo-dragon.
Stares at my dragon.
Oh.
That's why she's such good with people. She absolutely loves
You
latching
have a
on to
therapy
people.
dragon?
Well, I wasn't expecting her to be a therapy dragon.
That's pretty rad. I don't know what to do. I'll follow your lead.
I do
Whip
not.
out a book. Continue. Sorry.
It's okay.
You whip out a book?
Yeah, I just whip out a book and start studying.
Okay.
Personally, I don't see what we can do, although I do not like where this is going. That's all I can say.
Ezekiel looks at you then. He looks at Varela. So anyways, on chapter 10, I was having trouble with this part right here. What do you think about this?
Try your transmutation magic again?
No.
I mean, you're better at it than I am.
Well,
As I say that, he turned his into a puddle.
Wait, did we level?
He turned his
No.
into a
Level
puddle.
4. I mean, level 3.
Yeah, we're level 3.
Mhm. Yeah, Ezekiel is not great at transmutation magic. You sit there and kind of ponder on this for a while before classes begin. Classes pick back up. There is a transmutation class, speaking of, which goes mostly without a hitch.
Did you ever bring over all of her spells,
All of what spells?
like the druid spells.
Oh, that's right. You wanted me to do that.
Yeah.
Give me just a second here.
Oh,
I
yeah,
should be
prepare
able to
things.
do that. Yeah, I should be able to do that pretty easily. Give me one moment. Varella. Varella. There you are. We're gonna make a copy of Varella so I don't nuke her sheet. Duplicate. And then we are going to use D&D Beyond to import character. I'm gonna import spells. Okay, let's see if this does it. Okay, that did not do it. That's really weird. Maybe it's got something to do with my... Did it do it with Ariane? It didn't. Okay. My cobalt cookie must be wrong. Aye, okay. My campaigns. Gonna go to the bridge campaign. Gonna look at Varella first. And then I'm gonna hit F12. We're gonna find our cobalt cookie. And somewhere in...
If it would be easier for me to just manually import them, I could do that too.
Oh no, it's fine. I have to do this anyways, so it's like... Copy that, put it into Notepad. Okay. Do that, this, and then will come over here and do that, and then configure settings and die and D&D Muncher. Course setup. Holy shit, there's so many buttons.
So many buttons.
Check cobalt cookie. Failure. Uh-oh. That's why it's not working. Okay, what if I add little bracket things here?
They should make ceremony a higher level spell and allow those effects to become permanent.
Make it a 9th level spell and like those effects are now permanent once per person.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Because, like, some of these are really cool.
Yeah, they are.
But they, like, last for a day or 7 days.
Yep.
And they're, like, life-altering things.
Hell, even when one of them you have to be widowed before you can actually use again.
Yeah. Like, not even divorced. Widowed.
That person has to fucking die.
Alright, here's how you game it. Though. Right? You kill your spouse, right? And then you're like, well, look, they're dead. So, you know...
Time for another one.
I'm widowed. But look, I resurrected them.
Oh shit. God damn it.
This has nothing about undoing the widowed.
That's fair, it doesn't.
But the point still stands, you still have to kill them.
Oh, well then I guess actually technically you both have to die. You can't be widowed if you're the one that dies.
Okay, you might have to manually import them because my D&D Beyond importer is just not working. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just failing. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to deserve this.
Okay. Can I keep the copy then?
Yeah.
Because the copy
That's
has
fine.
all the changes already made.
Yeah, just keep the copy. I'll fix it up. What the hell? Oh, it's because my Patreon key is expired. Oh my god.
But you didn't cancel them.
I know, well, he releases keys every month and I have to go manually update it. It's super annoying. Okay, what month are we in? December now, right? Yeah. Holy shit, what the fuck happened to this year?
Lots of things.
Hold on. Key posts have now been updated. Where are your key posts, fucking Mr. Primate? Where are they? Mr. Primate has 6,687 patrons. And his lowest tier is $4. I just want to throw that out there.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. He has a lot of like undying patrons too, which are like, I don't know, like fucking $10 or something. I'm like, man, this guy's fucking making some bank here. His shit's useful though. Alright, Patreon key. Here we go. I'm not sponsored by Mr. Primate YouTube.
No. You're paying him.
Yeah, Mr. Primate's sponsored by me. Technically true. Your Cobalt cookie's invalid. Please paste the correct information. Go fuck yourself, fucking fuck. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck with this right now, sorry.
Yeah,
Alright, so
deal with it elsewhere.
I'll fucking deal with myself elsewhere, like in a ditch. Alright, so after where were we? Hold on. Oh yeah, this is right after his little spiel. Classes go on as usual for the day. You have transmutation class up first, which goes about as well as it usually does. After transmutation class, you have illusions, which is done by Professor. I think his name is Kai. Staff, students, there we go.
Yeah, it's Kai.
Yeah, Kaiyan.
Yeah, Kaiyan.
Illusions class takes place a little bit further from the grounds. You normally just have a nice brisk walk there. It's usually about 5 or 6 minutes or so from the actual grounds. But as you walk there this time, you note that there are guards posted. There's a kind of a hill off to the side, off to the east area of Willowbrook. And atop this hill is where Illusions class usually takes place. Gives you lots of space to maneuver. Other things are hosted there occasionally, and it's got this kind of decor that Kai has placed himself. No, none of the decor there is real, however. It's all illusions. Attending Illusions class, you are on top of this hill. There are 2 guards with you. And as class is going, Kai is a little perturbed. You can tell he's off. He's very much off put by the presence of these Arbiter guards.
Wait, who is?
Kai,
The teacher.
the teacher,
Oh,
Professor
okay.
Kai.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. As he's kind of giving the lecture, you watch one of the guards kind of trail off and begin leaving the top of the hill back down the way you came. The other guard kind of stands in front of the like gate, so to speak, that leads down the path down the hill. Well, I suppose the next step for us is to see who can actually manage to produce such an illusion that it actually produces sensory effects. This is a difficult skill to master, but it is a very valid one. It's useful in many practical applications. It's used in medicine, it's used in construction, it's used in all manner of things. The ability to provide feedback as if something was there that is not is absolutely critical. Now, see if you can do as I do. And he produces a series of gestures and runes in the air. And you watch a small dandelion begin blooming and then rising out of the earth. And as it does so, it bursts, and you all feel these, like, the little dandelion seedlings just, like, hit your face. Now, that dandelion wasn't real. It was fake, but you felt it on your face, just as if it had been real. Try to reproduce the same effect. I want each of you to roll me, in this case, a spellcasting ability check, if you're going to try.
Okay.
Would Varella have been studying ahead in her book? Reading ahead of where the class normally is?
Yes.
Okay, do it with advantage.
That sounds like something she would do.
That's what I did in school. I was always like fucking 10 chapters ahead of everybody.
Yeah. So, hold up. Let me check something.
Uh-huh.
Is this it? No, that's not it. That's it.
An ability check?
Mhm.
Is it... Can I get advantage since I know some illusion spells?
What illusion spells do you know?
I know... No, prestidigitation isn't one. I know illusionary script and silence.
Sure, silence is a pretty good illusion spell. I'll say yes.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Can I use my starry form for this?
Yeah, absolutely.
And can I guidance myself?
Sure.
Cool. So ping that. Oh, alright.
These teachers are not like modern teachers. They don't prevent the use of a calculator, something that you will have at literally all points in your life.
Alright, so...
It's kind of hard to do.
Guidance. And a spellcasting ability check?
Yes.
Cool. With advantage, so it's a 21 plus...
1
25.
25. Verla. Well, we'll start with you, Zen. Zen, you produce a flower that looks pretty good, and you get the texture of it just right. Yours isn't quite as perfect as Kai's was, but it's still really good.
I can I do prestidigitation to make it smell good?
Sure.
Combine 2 spells, got it.
Mhm.
Oh.
What?
Okay. Continue, sorry.
Oh yeah. Varela, when you do it, as the flower blooms, you see students kind of failing around you. To you, this should be a fairly trivial task. And as you trace the sigil in the air, for this spell in particular, it raises up from the ground, and you see the bloom just pop, and the buds go everywhere. Flawless imitation of what Kai just did. 100% on the mark. You watch some of the students. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I used Druidcraft to make it smell like it's raining too.
Excellent. Kai just kind of, a regular star. This is what illusion's about, showing off, honestly. Well done, well done. You see, how's Azzy doing over here? Let's find out.
He's gonna try.
Where? Oh, it's up here. 19, not bad. As he also produces a pretty intricate and well-made flower. I'll roll for Arian just for comedy's sake because I think he's gonna roll low. Not too bad. 12. He produces an okay one. Arian, not the best illusionist. But you all produce the flowers and you make it smell like it's raining, and then you also add like this floral scent to the air. And there's only a couple of other students. The classes are usually really small. It's usually just 2 crews, and so there's only a couple of other students there with you. And you watch them kind of they make it okay, but like 2 of them completely and utterly fail. A third fails, and the 4th does okay. Not like a brilliant display like y'all's, but it's functional at least.
Zin's gonna do something. Zin looks at them. You guys are doing great. You should keep up the work.
Oh no, I just...
Oh
okay,
no, what did you just do?
My foundry just reset. Sorry. Continue.
Zin's complimenting him, essentially. He's got a personality trait for that.
Ah, gotcha.
To make them feel better about their loss.
See, one of the girls, it's 2 girls, 2 guys in this crew. One of the girls just kind of, this stuff's really hard. I've never been good at illusion magic. And honestly, I'm not really good at most magic, other than divination. I found illusion to be really difficult, and as she's kind of responding in this like awkward way to your comment.
Well, that's the point of learning about, or at least experiencing it, yeah?
She just gives a nod, and give me a second. I have to get back into Foundry. King Foundry. There we go. Why did it do that? That was really annoying.
I don't know. All I saw, you were doing something, and then it just went black.
Why are you watching my screen? Don't do that.
I mean...
Is that somebody's mouse? No, it's not. That's like a... Sorry, I am...
You got too much gunk on your, thing.
Hold on, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Gamer gunk.
Gunk on your screen!
No. Did you just fucking say gamer gunk?
I did.
I didn't.
I'm fucking banning you from my Discord. Fuck you. Oh god, hold on. Just give me a second here.
It's slime. It's always the slime.
That is enough. That is enough discussion of gamer gunk. No more slime. No more gunk.
Not even the toy slime?
No.
I feel like playing with Play-Doh.
What? Hello?
Help, druids have so many spells.
They do.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. Take your time. I have to throw something into Foundry real quick that I forgot to throw into Foundry.
I just now have to read these because some of these I'm unfamiliar with.
If you tell me the name of the spell, I'll give you a summary of it that lasts 5 seconds.
That's fine, I can read them.
Okay. I can't.
How big is this?
Giggity. And now it's not saving.
What are you doing? Foundry, what are you doing to us? Maybe it's the internet.
Mm-mm. My Foundry is just literally not working. The internet is a little slow.
I'm not doing anything, I swear. You can't prove anything. I'm literally not.
Ah, okay, it loaded. Jesus Christ.
So,
Sometimes I just wanna die.
no, you just want to
All
eat
right.
your computer through the wall.
Now, in order to load this map, I have to get out a calculator and do math.
I mean, I always just look at the dimensions of the map.
Right, but I have to cut them in half, and I can't do that part in my head for this one.
Oh,
It's too complicated. I'm too stupid for that shit, homie.
I mean, not always. You apparently do very complex math problems while you sleep.
Apparently. Okay, is this map, like, imported? Does this thing work? That is huge as a motherfucker. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now it works. Okay. So, sorry about the delay there. As you are, as you're all kind of talking about the spell, you're complimenting the girl, Varella. You're like now actively like manipulating the spell and changing the shape and texture of everything. And I don't know if Varella would do this to show off, but it feels like Varella would absolutely sit there and maybe flex a little bit.
Zen is just kind of looking over at her with her raised eyebrows.
No.
She's talking.
Would you not?
Her flexing was making it smell like it was rain, and after she got the compliment, she would look abashed and then sit back down and continue studying.
Gotcha. Okay. As you're sitting there, gotcha. Okay. Understand. As you're sitting there, you're all kind of talking about the spells, and Kai is instructing one student in particular, Varella, at this point. He's just kind of letting you do your thing. He's like, nope, you got this. You're going to do fine. But as you're all sitting there, you hear something off to your left. And you kind of all look, and you see the guard has just dropped to the ground. He just hit the ground, and it doesn't look like he's moving. And Kai just kind of looks at you.
Music stopped.
It has, yes.
I can restart it. Second.
How far
In
away
fact-
from the guard are we?
Oh, probably not even like 60 feet, if that.
Shit.
The guard just drops, and you see Kai look over, and are you okay? And Kai takes a few steps forward, and you watch him just vanish.
Oh, okay.
Some of the students look around like, wait, what? Hello? Ezekiel just immediately tenses up. He goes, don't like that. Not a fan.
How fast would it have happened after he dropped?
Seconds.
Oh. Okay.
I'm about to move y'all over to a map real quick.
Zen,
So-
on guard, everybody, now.
If he's not there, then I wouldn't have finished healing word, right?
Oh, the guard? Sorry. The guard is still on the ground.
Oh.
The teacher took a few steps towards the guard and then just vanished in front of your eyes.
Oh, okay. Well, I did cast healing word on the guard.
And you said you're using the copy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Put you right here. I guess Arienne is technically here.
You could delete the original and rename this one.
I will. Staff, students, studente. Okay, that is a Willowbrook student. You can kind of position yourselves a little bit how you would like to be positioned. Class would be going on. Usually the way class happens is Kai kind of instructs from the center here, and the class just forms this big circle around him, so there's lots of room to do illusions and stuff.
I can't see.
Oh, well, you should not need dark vision for this, so give me 1 second, because it is in the middle of the day.
Yeah, you do need dark vision.
Token vision.
I renamed the copy to the original and renamed the original to delete me.
Okay, I'm gonna delete me. I'm gonna delete myself. Right? Okay, there you go.
Oh no!
What?
That's pretty.
I know, right?
Is.
This is another map by Eightfold Paper, who is extremely talented. I don't think Eightfold Paper is one person, by the way, now that I've looked at some of their maps. I think they're actually a group of artists. I'm not positive about that, but some of their maps have a very different style than this, and I'm not sure if they're actually one person. So, anyway, Eightfold Paper, Patreon, great maps, fantastic maps. That said, the guard, you cast Healing Word on the guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you do this, the guard just kind of gurgles, and you watch him. He lifts an arm. He's like face down on the ground, and it almost looks like a large portion of his body is just completely paralyzed, and he like makes this guttural noise just from deep in his chest. Slams one arm in front of him and pulls on the ground towards all of you, and he looks up, and you see in the veins of his face there is just this inky black ichor just running through all of his face and everything. It's seeping into his eyes, and you can actually see some of it just running out of his mouth. And he looks up at all of you and and you watch his back hunch, and then he pushes himself up off the ground in one swift motion, and you watch the body of this man just transform into something horrific to look at.
Oh no.
Oh wait, why doesn't that have a token? Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hold on. Getting a token. Uploading token. File uploaded to asset library. Success. Aha. Okay, now we can have a token. There we go. You watch this man's body just become something horrific to look at. And then as this creature kind of spreads itself across the ground, it turns to all of you and begins to rush forward. I would like all of you to roll initiative, please.
Okay, we will.
Back to combat.
There you
Who's
go.
Jaegering,
Arienne.
E.
I mean, I can if y'all don't want to. I don't really care.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'd feel bad if I got his character killed by accident.
I won't. I'm also done with my fries. Let me move this over to the side. Oh, much better. Let me go ahead and we have the Void Crawler. I guess I have to roll initiative for Azakiel and Arienne. And then we are going to change the music ever so slightly. By ever so slightly, I mean a lot.
Drastically.
Very big difference in what's about to come. As this creature lunges towards you, it makes this shrieking sound that just pierces your ears. You all feel a strange compulsion for a second, but it fades almost immediately. As the creature runs towards you, it's going to get about right here. And then you hear a couple of voices off to the side. I need to roll some wisdom saves.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask about the other students.
Yeah.
Checks. Nope. Saving throws.
Oh my god.
Those are some fucking pitiful rolls. Oh my lord. Huh. I thought at least one would make it. Okay.
Oh no.
Well.
Oh no.
You watch, you hear these voices off to the side as all of the students. You turn, and you see the entire other crew. All of their eyes have gone just this stark red color. And as they all look at you with this kind of ravenous hunger almost. The Voidcrawler is going to go ahead and it is going to, it's going to target the closest thing to it, which is going to be Azakil in this case. Actually, the Voidcrawler can't do shit. Never mind. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Voidcrawler's movement's not very good. Never mind. So that's as far as it can get, and it makes the shriek, and that is the end of its turn. Varela, it's your turn.
Yeah, so are they under, like, some kind of magical effect?
You're not positive as to what just happened. It definitely seems that way. You're free to roll an Arcana check for a little bit more info.
Cool. So that is, technically, because I'm still under...
You have Starry Form, yeah.
Yeah, Dragon. That's 3, 7, 18.
Oh, the music just stopped.
It did. That was really weird.
Oh.
What the heck?
Okay, Foundry. Keep your secrets. Yep, so that would be an 18, you said?
Yeah.
Your initial guess is that this may be some kind of charm.
Okay. Alright. Oh. I'm gonna do things.
Okay.
That involve 5 feet. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay, sure. Moonbeam. It's entering its square. It's fine.
Okay.
Moonbeam. Alright, so that is a Constitution saving throw. Probably not gonna make it. Pretty bad. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, it definitely succeeds. Does it take half damage?
It does, yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 points of damage there.
Near minimum damage, though.
Near minimum damage. Yep. Alright. And Varela, is that the end of your turn? This is fucking whoop, 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 whoop. It just runs sideways.
Yep. Like,
Okay.
Nope. Nope.
Azakil has a very visceral reaction that is somewhat similar to yours and just says, "Oh fuck," and is going to turn around and fucking run. He's gonna get right here, and he is going to turn and he's gonna he's gonna shoot this thing with an essence bolt, I think. Actually, no, this thing's terrifying. Azakil would 100% use a spell on this. He's gonna use Catapult on like a big rock somewhere around. He's gonna Catapult. Let's see what we get here. Okay. The dex save? Yeah, okay. It takes, on a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving without... Wait, hold on. What about... Oh, it's save or suck. Is it really?
Ooh.
Ah.
But it's great in a line, because if you miss, you can potentially hit something else.
Oh, that's a good point. I've never thought about that. Huh. Anyways, so yeah, the rock just flings past the creature. Pretty quick, this creature is. Alright, it is one of the lesser thralls' turns, and you see the student, you see this like strange, like dark energy surrounding the student's arms, and they almost, for a second, look reminiscent of like being a puppet. And wait, what?
Then it's missing help.
Huh?
No, it's
No, I'm not.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Weird.
Carry on then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the student is going to go ahead and, well, maybe former student is going to go ahead and cast Firebolt. This one's going to be at Zen.
He's not undead, right?
No,
Okay.
it's not undead. 19.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, you're gonna take 6 points of fire damage.
Second, which button is this? Apply. Not double. Not quarter. By full.
Wait, which one is it? Oh yeah, it's that one. Okay. Okay. And then that is the end of the Thrall's turn. Zen, it's now your turn.
Okay, what the heck? Fucking hell. You're texting me. Oh wait, it's mother.
Bob Dylan. Come on, you prophet, you prophesize with your pen.
Okay,
Tom Cruise.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
Help me.
yeah,
Uh-huh. I agree.
Zen's gonna cast darkness directly on himself.
Darkness. Right? Now have a big fucking bubble of darkness there.
Yep, and it's on me, so it'll move with me.
Ah, okay. Good idea. I forgot you could do that, actually.
Yeah, you can put it on a pebble or something and bring it with you.
Hmm. The music stop again?
Yeah? What the heck is going on? Let's
For some
get into
reason
the
it's saying
good
that song
shit.
For some reason, it's saying that song is 405 minutes long.
Wait, what?
That
Well,
previous
now it's on
song,
a different song for me.
Yeah. And then it
Okay.
gets like 2.5 minutes in and it swaps.
That is really weird. Okay, well, as you cast darkness on yourself, that is your action. Do you have a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna order her to sting.
Alrighty, go ahead and make that
And
attack.
she's gonna stay within the darkness, and she gets to take this with... It would be a flat roll, essentially.
Yeah, it's a flat roll.
Nope.
Yep, that is not a hit, unfortunately. Just shy of their AC.
And she's going to stay within the darkness.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That thrall. Let's see here. It's gonna go ahead and is going to. It knows you're in there somewhere, and it knows it could potentially hit some of you. I'll roll a like D3 here.
Oh my god, I'm about to turn off my phone.
All right, it's going to. This will only hit your familiar. He's going to go ahead and cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
Even if your familiar.
Oh my
succeeds
god,
on
I'm about to check my phone.
I mean, turn off your ringer, like a normal person.
Okay. A deck save?
It doesn't matter if she succeeds on the deck save. She is a 0. Half of that damage would be her full hit points.
Yeah. She is down.
Yep, it's down. All right, and that is that student's turn.
But why wouldn't she have succeeded?
It's not that she didn't succeed.
Well, if she succeeds, I can half the damage again.
How can you do that?
I have a reaction that does that.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Okay. That's a dex check.
That's a fail.
Yeah, fell. Okay, she down.
Yep. All right. It is the student's turn. Going to move over here and fire it as a kill with a firebolt. That is gonna miss. Thank God. As a kill, super squishy. Arian's turn. Arian is he is a cleric. Oh God, hold on. Clerics are a thing. he is going to. He can't see you, Zen, which is unfortunate. So he's going to step right here, and he's going to bless Azakil, Varela, and himself. Oh, he never did take his rest. Let me fix that quick. Boop, there we go. All right. And so Varela, Azakil, and Arienne are all blessed. And for his bonus action, he is going to do nothing. I just managed to remove him from the turn order. God damn it.
How the hell did... No,
I don't know. He is back where he started. Great. Awesome.
oh my god, I turned it off. What the fuck?
It is this Thrall's turn. And this Thrall is also going to shoot Azakil, just because he can see Azakil. It's going to be a miss. Just barely, but a miss. And that is the end of the round. It is back to the Void Crawler's turn. Start of his turn, he takes some kind of damage, right?
Yeah, it's like a con save.
Con save? Okay.
Yeah.
Not great at these. 16?
That's still a success.
Okay.
Right.
Low levels are fun because you don't need bonuses to succeed on anything. Shit's so swingy.
Half that.
4? Okay.
Yeah, radiant damage, if that matters.
4 radiant. Let me double check. It does not matter.
Okay.
Okay. And then the crawler will get right up to Arienne, and it's going to go ahead and make a bite attack. And a tail attack. Oh no.
Oh no.
And and then a claw attack. I think that misses. It does. But only one of those hits. It's still a pretty good amount of damage though. And then Arienne has to make a concentration save. Yeah, nice. Alright, Arienne wins. That is the end of the Woodcrawler's turn. As you can still see it's kind of reminiscent of what the guard looked like at one point, but this creature is no longer resembles a human. Right? You can still see tattered shreds of the guard's uniform there. Varela, it's your turn.
Yeah, do I know what the fuck happened to him? The guard? Would I be able to make some kind of check?
Roll a religion check for this.
Okay. Is that my action?
No, I'll just say this is just kind of passive knowledge. This
Would
thing
be a 16.
16, okay. You're not positive. There's a number of things that could have happened. This could have been a spell. This could have been, the thought crosses your mind this could be some kind of, like, twisted test. Probably not. More than likely, this is some kind of transmutation magic. Maybe even gone awry.
Alright, then, okay, I'm going to move.
Okay. And that should trigger Moonbeam again, right?
Yeah. So this one enters it on a turn.
Yep, that's correct then. Alright, so then let's make a con save. That's a failure.
Watch me roll my own damage. Here we go. 14.
14, not fucking bad there. Yeah, as the Moonbeam trails over this thing, you watch it. The radiant energy of the moon just burns down on this thing, and you watch its flesh just kind of like crisp over and burn and cinder. And before long, it stops moving as it's like Arienne is now like holding it off with his shield and his mace, trying to fend the creature's attacks off. You move the Moonbeam over it, and it just burns into ashes and cinders.
Do the other students revert?
You look. Still red eyes.
What a shame. Okay, question. So it says on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
Right, yeah.
So I moved it. When it says any direction, does that mean I can only move it in one direction?
I'm gonna say that in this case, any direction would mean you have full control over where it goes.
Oh, so I can continue to move it.
Yeah, that's how Healing Spirit is worded, and I know for a fact that's how Healing Spirit plays because I've seen the designer of D&D cast that spell.
Okay.
So I'm gonna assume, I'm just gonna go with precedent, and I'm gonna say you can move it how you want to.
Okay. In that case. Alright, I'm gonna move it up here.
Okay.
So, flip.
All right, and then 2 students.
I guess I should specify non-lethal.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Does she think of this? Yeah, non-lethal.
Okay. That is a failure. Oh, I don't know why that rolled dexterity, but it's a natural 18, so yeah, it's a success. Go ahead and roll damage
for them separately, or
I would say this is a single damage roll.
okay.
They're damaged by the same like.
2 damage. Best thing ever.
Fucking damage. We made jokes about it, and then it happened.
Well, that's what you get for making jokes about it.
True, that's true.
In my life, moonbeam myself.
Yeah, for real. About to fucking fly myself to the moon.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, that's your turn. Alright, it's Azakil's turn. As the students, he's just, are we going to be killing them, or?
I think they're charmed. I'm not sure.
This is unfortunate. Where the fuck is the teacher? Kai? Nope, not here. Okay. He's gonna...
How is he useless?
Goddamn. Azakil is a kind heart. He's going to step right up here and take just such a huge risk. Oh, my token won't move. Okay, cool. I'm having all sorts of weird issues.
I think they're having issues. Which is stupid.
I mean, when is... Oh, goddamn. Look at this. Is it our internet? I'm gonna see if it's our internet.
Please see if it's the internet. Because that took forever to move.
It is not our internet. We have 40 down. We have 41 down. We have higher speeds than we normally do.
What the hell?
It's fucking Foundry again for the 400th time. I swear to God, one day I'm gonna go back to fucking roll. No, I'm not.
I mean, I get to have as many sheets as I fucking want open. Without lagging like hell.
Yeah, I'll never go back to Roll20. But also, Foundry is... It's not Foundry, I'm sorry. It's not Foundry. It's The Forge is our host. And man... Oh, there we go. I started talking shit about The Forge and they were like, oh shit, fuck, turn it back on. Alright.
I'm the work too, son.
Right. Azakil's gonna move right here, and in a moment of attempted kindness and a huge risk, he is going to cast Calm Emotions. And hope this works. Okay. 35. What's the range on Calm? 60 feet. Okay, he's good. He's gonna cast Calm Emotions, and this is... We have a homebrew rule for this spell. Not only do they have to fail their save, they also have to, since they're active combatants, they have to make an insight check against his persuasion. So let's see if they fail the save first. Okay, all but one of them, this one right here fails the save, so we'll put red on him. And then let's see if they roll some insight checks. In this case, that's just wisdom checks for them, pretty much. So.
Wait, did they update the wording on calm emotions?
Huh?
Did they update the wording on calm emotions?
Not that I know of.
You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's straight up in that spell now.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. You can suppress any if it's the second paragraph.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know it did that, so instead of trying to convince them not to fight, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna...
Oh.
It's fucking what? Hello?
Nice.
Holy shit, calm emotions is way better than I thought it was. Yeah, so 3 of them failed. The one that didn't fail, he's still doing his thing, but you watch the 3 of them that failed the save, the 3 of them that are affected by the calm emotions, suddenly stop and their eyes go back to normal. You watch the girl who you were talking to a second ago, Zen, just go, help! What's going on? As her crewmate proceeds forward with a dagger in his hand and is about to try and stab Azakil in the face. Azakil just goes, we need some help. That is Azakil's action.
So it does state that it only suppresses it for...
Until the spell ends.
Yeah.
Right, it's not a spell, it's a suppress.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spell does last for a full minute, so we'll see where this goes.
Alright.
Azakil's going to get back here. Azakil is going to step inside the bubble.
He's like, no, I don't want that.
Because I think Azakil... Hold on, I think Azakil has Eldritch Adept. Give me a second. Dark Vision, Necrotic Resistance, Psionic Spells, Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Oh.
No, he does not have Eldritch Adept. In fact, I don't see a feat on his sheet at all. Did we get feats for this one?
Yeah, we got a starter feat.
Okay.
Fuck.
What?
This one is the one that is still evil looking, right?
Yeah, he's still got red eyes.
Damn it. I dropped concentration on something.
Fucking rip. Okay,
I don't want to murder people.
That's fair. They want to well, one of them wants to murder you. So yeah, it's this student's turn. This is the girl you were talking to. She is mending, disguise self. She is just going to run over here and tackle her friend to the ground. Make a grapple check. He is a little stronger than her. Can't do it. Zen, it's your turn.
Zen doesn't want to hurt them. I know what he would do, but...
Sacrifice them all to the blood god?
No. He would probably get his father involved. Because he doesn't want to hurt these people. And he knows they're under something.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what are you doing specifically?
Kind of need help. Like, people trying to kill us. Help, please.
You're not. Your father is not a god. Your father is a lich. Your father is undead Steve Jobs. Okay.
Okay.
He's not a god.
Training. A guard got killed and transformed into a weird creature. They seem to be charmed, and I don't know how to fix it.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Okay.
Standard charms are usually easily dispelled. In lieu of a dispel, try knocking them out.
Zen looks down at Nova. I need a heal! And I dropped my darkness. Can you get Nova back up, please?
Okay.
Yeah, I dropped the darkness.
Yeah, Ariane just you can, or no, it's from Find Familiar, right?
Yeah.
You have to cast the spell again.
God damn it.
Yeah. When your familiar dies and they're Find Familiar, they just disappear like some Star Wars shit.
Okay.
They Kylo Ren. Wait, hold on.
What?
What? They Rey Skywalker. Wait, hold on.
Okay. Next tactic. He's still technically a person, right?
He's what?
He's technically a person, right?
Well, yeah, they're humanoids. They're people. They're just charmed.
Okay. Cast my last spell slot and hold person on him.
Hold it, person. All right. Hey, that's a success for you.
And then Din shouts, "We have to knock every last one of them out. I'm sorry."
They're not sure what's going on.
Well, we could wait. You know, the other fear suppress.
I've got them for the next minute, and I can do it again in a second.
All we're doing is suppressing it, right? But
Maybe we can get a teacher here.
Well, we don't know how long the charm lasts for either. Maybe it'll last a minute.
It's true. I'll keep it suppressed for a minute. I can suppress it again in just a moment if we need to.
okay, sure.
All right. That student is paralyzed.
Yep. And hold person lasts how long? A minute.
A minute. Yep. This student is like.
Do I go get a teacher?
You're under the effects of a charm spell. I would not go anywhere if I were you.
You just see him start freaking the fuck out. He's just like, "What is happening?"
But if you're strong enough to dispel the magic, go ahead.
I can get a teacher.
He is not. He is. He knows first level spells, and that's it.
Yeah, same here.
I can't get the sheet to close now. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, there it goes. Alright, that is going to be the end of that. Hold person does not give him a save at the end of each turn, right?
God, I hope not.
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom save. Yep. It's a wisdom save. Believe it's a failure.
I'm still holding him,
Alright.
but he's
Ariane.
fighting it.
Ariane will just get right here, and then, he's not going to do anything. He's just going to sit here and wait with a hold person just in case.
Okay.
Alright. As we do this, cycling through the turns, I'm just going to roll a couple of wisdom saves for this guy. Varela, you were doing something on your turn.
Correct. Yes. Are there are birds around? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that there's definitely a bird or two around.
Cool. What's the range on this? 30 feet. All right. Are there any birds within like 30 feet?
I would say that you have an 80% chance of that being the case. Roll a d100.
Okay.
You need to roll a 79 or lower. Are you fucking kidding me? No, there's no birds within 30 feet.
Oh my god.
Are there any birds within 40 feet?
I would say that there is a bird within 60 feet of you.
Perfect. All right. Cool. Which direction?
It would be off this way. You would be off the map a little bit.
All right.
In
Cool.
this direction.
I'm gonna move towards the bird and I'm gonna cast Animal Messenger.
Okay. What is the message that you are conveying?
So I am conveying to who is the one instructor?
The drow or the dean?
The evocation person that was there when we were talking to the dean.
Katya.
Katya, yeah. I'm gonna send a message to Katya and say, this would be 20. Let's see, hang on. You also speak a message of 25 words. Okay, cool. Guard transformed into
Monster.
yeah, that's the best way to put it. Monster. Students charmed need help.
Teacher gone.
Where are we at? What's this place called?
Tree.
This is I don't have a name for this place. This is Kai's garden.
Alright. Need help at Kai's garden, seems charmed. Professor Poof.
Oof.
Professor Poof. Alright.
I send the bird. So, I can travel 50 miles in 24 hours.
50 miles in 24 hours, and you were probably a good, like, half a mile from the school, if that. Let's say a quarter mile from the school.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's going 2 miles an hour. Yeah, it's going 2 miles an hour. So 50 divided by 24 is 2.083, and then if it's going 2 miles an hour, how long would that take? Hold on, it's a quarter mile, so it can travel. It would take 15 minutes.
Do we have 15 minutes?
Not as fast as I thought.
That is a slow ass bird. I'm gonna say it can travel that far. Hold on, I'm gonna say it can travel that far because it's actually only traveling 8 hours out of that day. In which case it would be 8 divided by 20. Or wait, hold on.
Math.
Math's hard.
50 miles, right? So 50 divided by 8. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then divide that by 60. That means it travels 0.1 miles every minute. And we need it to travel 0.25 miles, so it would take it 2.5 minutes. There you go.
Alright, that sounds better, yeah. Alright.
That's still pretty
Pretty girthy. If this doesn't end
girthy.
soon.
Did you use girthy?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Okay.
Because I'm crazy, remember?
Extra
I-
good.
Extra good. Okay.
That, and I made you say why.
So. Okay, so the bird accepts the message, squawks, and then immediately begins flying away. So let's see what happens over the next 2.5 minutes.
Best I got.
And it's going to Katya?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to make some rolls. That's a good roll, and then, okay, so there's that. And
Okay, you two, I've got some rope. Can I tie you up?
That's a good idea. They look at each other,
We don't want to hurt you.
As a note.
Mhm.
Okay, so as a note, it says, the messenger speaks only to a creature matching the description you give. If the messenger doesn't reach its destination before the spell ends, the message is lost and the beast makes its way back to where you cast the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, they look at each other. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, yeah. Anybody else got rope?
I don't think Azakil does. Let me look.
Good question.
Azakil does. He has 50 feet.
Okay, good. That'll be able to tie all three.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
I also
he's
do.
And the fourth.
Why is he carrying 50 feet of rope to class? We're not going to answer this question. We're going to skip over it.
Because
Magic.
D&D.
Because Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So with this amount of rope, you could easily tie the students up. If I would say, if the one that's paralyzed remains paralyzed for 2 rounds in a row here, you could tie him up as well.
Okay.
Always start with him first.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll 2 wisdom saves for him. If he fails both of these, oh, there you go. 1.
He meets
What's
it.
your DC?
He meets it.
Fuck. Breaks free. We'll say 2 turns have passed at this point. As he breaks free, that would be at the end of his turn. It would be Ariane's turn, hilariously, and Ariane is going to just cast Hold Person.
Oh, I would have moved up here.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think Ariane would also be like right here, and I will say he probably would have healing worded himself just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. A little bit of health there. Some doop, and then a Hold Person from Ariane. That paralyzed, right back to being paralyzed. He just has to fail one more time as the round goes. Okay, it would be Ariane's turn again at this point. Did anybody do anything on their turn this previous round?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna say that really only one person would be able to tie them up, so these 2 at this point are tied.
No.
No. I've got no more spells. So.
Actually, at this point, all of them, because it's been 3 rounds, all 3 of them are tied. It's just the unparalyzed one now. Whoops. All right, it would be Ariane's turn right now. We're just gonna boop 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 boop. And Ariane is tired of this. He's gonna try to grapple the student. And Ariane's pretty good at athletics. Very athletic boy. And the student is now grappled. Ariane just tells you to hurry up and tie him up.
Okay. Yeah. Then would help hurry up and start tying him up.
Okay. Ariane's gonna kill this fucking kid. A round passes. It's funny because if Ariane succeeds on this one, this guy will not have gotten a turn for like 7 rounds now or something. Oh my God.
Continue tying the rope.
I will say at this point, the rope has been tied, and this charmed and angry individual is now.
I would like to think I hog tie him because he's a little.
Yeah, another couple of seconds pass as you wind up just like binding the feet, and like he is well and truly tied. He cannot cast spells right now. He can't cast spells that require somatic components, but a few moments pass, and just as Azekil's spell is about to end, he's going to go ahead and he's going to instruct all of them to automatically fail this, and he's going to recast Calm Emotions. They will all automatically fail it. This guy will attempt to. Okay. The charm is also suppressed on him, and as they're all suppressed, we're technically like out of combat right now.
But still a tense situation because we're kind of like, oh god.
Yep. Ariane is just leaning on the guy that's been fighting this whole time. Just like, no.
And just sit still. I would just sit on him at the point.
It's pretty much what he's doing. Several moments pass. 1 second here.
Is the corpse of the guard still there?
No, it's like burned into this like ashy goop, which most of that's also like disappeared at this point.
Oh. Noticing that it's disappearing, I would have gathered a pile of it.
Okay. Let me see here. What does she have? Deckard is with her. What does Deckard have? Hey, that'll work. This is stupid. Okay.
Zin is just barely, gently, like, trying to keep them calm.
They are not calm.
Well, just saying, it'll be alright. We don't want to hurt you any more than we already have for those of you that got hit.
Another minute passes, and the spell fades away. You watch all their eyes turn back to this deep crimson red. All of them are now fighting their bonds, trying to break free. Luckily, I think that song just ends there.
What the heck?
I think that's where that song ends. I don't like that.
I don't
Anyways.
either.
That's not where it normally ends, though.
No.
Oh, okay.
I use that in my campaign.
It's just glitched, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a full minute passes. All of them are fighting against their bonds, however. You had plenty of time. They voluntarily let you tie them. They're not really going to be able to break free of this. It's not even 30 seconds after they all start struggling that you hear a crackling sound. And you all look over and you see this little, like, static electricity begin forming in the air not too far away from you. And then you see the lightning bolt just crash down into the ground, probably like 15 feet from you. And you see standing there. Yeah, pretty much. You see standing there Deckard Reeves, the professor of abjuration, and Katya Romanova, the professor of evocation. And they look around really quickly, and Deckard immediately throws out his hand, and he is going to in this case it'll be 4 dispel magics right here. You just watch him dispel magic, and as he does this, yeah, where's my fucking mass dispel? They have it in Dragon Age. Where's my... Yeah, right. I mean, he does have Symbol, which I think has some kind of dispel property. I forgot, but something like that. Hopelessness and sanity. No, I'm thinking of something else. Oh man, Deckard has
death.
He just casts death. Anyways, I don't need to
all
dispel
of them walks away like, oh.
Yeah, I don't need to dispel it if they're dead. Yeah, since there is not a mass dispel, he will cast dispel magic 4 times. Mental note: make a mass dispel magic. And you watch the charm fade from each of the students. He looks to all of you. Huh?
Laughs an abjuration card.
Right?
Since like,
oh, so good.
Since like, took you long enough. Thank goodness.
What do you mean? We got here as soon as I received your message.
Yes,
Literally
so.
seconds.
It's literally been 2 minutes or so.
We were not aware of any kind of emergency up until the bird told us about it. You were very quick thinking. Good job.
I mean, at least 3 of them were willing to let us tie them up. This one points to the one that's hog-tied. Didn't want to.
Deckard, just enough. What happened here?
Guard talked to a guard, then he left, then the guard fell over, turned into that, and she points to the puddle on the ground.
Yeah, there's just like little tiny bits of it left.
She pulls out the vial. Was this weird creature with a tail and claws? It was like a monster. Best I can think of to describe it.
And then
You see this ghostly, like large ghostly hand form over Deckard's shoulder, and then it slowly moves over towards you and takes the vial and pulls it back to him.
it then whenever the teacher went to go check on the guard, he just disappeared, and then these guys just red glowing eyes wanting to kill us.
That charm.
I've got a big problem with this. There was no illusions class today. It was cancelled.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Kai is in bed. He's been very sick.
Hey, they were with us. We were being taught by someone.
At this point, they are no longer thralls. They're students again. Huzzah!
Still
They
tied.
all lived. Achievement unlocked. Oh, we should probably stop with the wob 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 music.
Yeah.
bob, 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 bob.
There we go. This guy's been sick, terribly sick from a cold for days now. You saying he's just vanished?
Yeah, I'm guessing if he's sick, that means somebody was doing an illusion on us. He was teaching us magic and everything.
Well,
The girl that...
the illusion, if it was an illusion, casted magic. It created a dandelion.
You legit, if you could smell the dandelion, feel the dandelion, you could also do that to a person.
Are you sure it was the actual illusion casting that spell? Maybe it was an illusion of spell casting. I don't know much about illusion magic, but...
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Yeah. Arcana checks for the win.
Neat.
DC
23.
17.
23.
Okay.
Oh, then if it's DC 17, I can't fail.
Ooh,
Wait, why?
nice.
Starry Form Dragon. My minimum roll is an 18.
What? Okay. Wow.
I can't roll lower than a 10.
Oh, that's right. You have like reliable talent for Arcana checks or intelligence checks, basically.
Intelligence and wisdom checks, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good. Yeah, then you just automatically know what this is currently. There is a pretty complex illusion spell that you can cast. Well, there's a couple of them that could potentially have done this. Number one, Mirage Arcane is one spell in particular which could be technically capable of this. And number two, there is also a significantly powerful enough programmed illusion could technically produce this effect as well, though it would be very difficult to set up. Probably a Mirage Arcana, or a Mirage Arcane, rather.
Mirage Arcane or a programmed illusion would give the effects that you would need.
I've seen illusion magic that powerful a number of times. I've seen Kai perform it.
But he wouldn't have set us up to kill us.
I don't think he could have. He's been shitting his guts out.
That's, alright.
Are you sure? Has anybody checked on him? Like, recently?
Katya?
I've not checked on him in the last 24 hours, no. I did see him yesterday. He was getting some water and some food. I don't know.
Perhaps we should go and check on Professor Yan. Katya, would you be so kind? She-
If he smells like fresh rain, then you'll have your answer.
She narrows her eyes. Indeed. Yes, I'll go check on the professor. She turns around and yeah, she'll just cast Fly on herself and zoop off. She does not have teleport. Deckard kind of surveys the scene.
I think it's time that we all went inside.
He looks at the remains of the guard and the vial that he's got in his hand now of whatever this is.
I probably wouldn't come into contact with that.
No, I don't intend to.
He's still got it in like the giant mage hand, the Bigby's hand.
All right, come with me. I will escort you all back to the premises, and I believe it would be best if you all receive some medical attention.
get affected?
I don't know. That's
That's a good
another issue.
question.
I felt weird. I felt funny, and then it just went away.
I definitely felt something, but it didn't press.
It's like it tried and then just gave up.
Can I make a check to try and figure out why we weren't affected?
Sure. Roll Arcana.
Neat. Make guidance myself.
Sure.
Guidance
Does a
yourself.
19 pass?
No.
Okay.
I'd be willing to try again. 23. Shit.
Can somebody... Are Azakil or Ariane proficient?
In Arcana, I believe Azakil is. Yeah, he is. He can help.
Cool. Alright, so guidance on myself. Oh, hey, look at that. 27.
27? That's pretty good. You know of a number of reasons this could have failed. Number one, the caster could have decided not to affect you with it mid-cast. That would be really strange, but technically possible. That seems the most, the simplest solution to that question. Other solutions might include, number one, you all having come into contact with some of the stuff lately may have something to do with that, or number two, you all being under some kind of protection spell, which again seems unlikely.
Does Zen get that too?
With the 23, I would say you get some of that, yeah.
Okay.
Not all of it. You would probably not know a whole lot about protection spells.
I relay that.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Alright, well, big brain here. Big brain. I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Oh, and you're looking at yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you look, you see each of you has some kind of faint aura of abjuration over you.
Where the fuck did this come from?
What came from what?
Aura.
This is the second time that Ara has used Detect Magic to reveal a plot point that was supposed to be saved for later. I don't like this spell.
Oh, expertise in Arcana and Detect Magic. That's my shtick.
Fuck you. This is a plot point for next episode, and you're like, I'm revealing it now.
Surprise.
The DM has a secret plot point. Ara, it's free real estate.
So somebody looks at the professor. How far away are we?
From the professor, 30
Well,
feet.
Alright, we're walking with him, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, once you've started walking, you're really close to him, within, 10 feet, if that.
Okay. So she casts Detect Magic, and she's like, what? And then she, stops. And she, looks at Zen, and taps the side of her head.
Yeah.
Taps the side of her head.
I say that telepathically.
Oh, okay. Some kind of abjuration magic cast on us. Some kind of protection ward.
Zen cocks his head. Sounds like someone is attempting to possibly disobey what's going on here. Or they knew what was going to. But interesting though. Any idea when we got hit with it?
Oh, would I know that? Can I make a check?
Because I don't know how long protection lasts, so I don't know much about protection.
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Neat. Can I get help from Ezekiel telepathically?
I mean, Zen can help you.
Oh, okay. Done that. Alright, so how long has it been since we started walking?
Probably about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm going to spend my second wild shape and go into dragon again. Oh, wait. We get short rests while walking, don't we?
It's like activity,
Yes.
isn't it?
Neat. Alright, so technically, do that. And then back up to it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so wild shape, Arcana check with advantage. This is 26.
Okay. You don't know how long the spell has been on you. Usually spells like this can't last any more than 24 hours. So it has theoretically would have had to have been within the last 24 hours.
Cool. Can I... Is the spell's aura originating from anything, like an item?
It doesn't appear to be. It appears to be on you directly.
Like on all of us?
Yep. On all for you.
What if we watch it to see if it's permanent or temporary?
That's a lot of detect magics.
Well, I mean, it had to been with that in the last 24 hours, so let's wait until the morning and see if it's still there.
I'm gonna rifle through my belongings.
Okay. You rifle through your belongings. Everything is as you would expect it to be.
Is there an invisible tinfoil hat on my head?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Fucking knew it!
Right? No. Currently, it's just emanating from, like, yourself, like your person.
It's the food.
Also,
Put magic in the food!
it might... They're putting Arcana in the food to turn the frog straight.
If that was the case, those students that we just bought would have been protected too.
We're being drugged.
Drugged? Secretly ensorcelled.
Okay.
I just randomly tuned back into Final Fantasy real quick just to make sure I don't like log out. And man, oof. People. This is the first time I've seen somebody act like that in this game. All right.
Toxic.
Not just toxic. They started throwing around some slurs, and somebody was like, "Can you?" Yep, I did. And they were like, someone was like, "Can you not use that kind of language in here? Like, this game is you know, we're wholesome here. We stay wholesome for the most part." And he was like, "Fucking fuck you, Snowflake. Go back to your Twitter hug box. Blah 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 blah." And started calling everyone slurs again. I'm like, "Oh my god, what happened?"
That's a good way to get your account banned.
Yeah, he's not a sprout either. He's not a sprout. I was like, World of Warcraft, but he's not. He's freaking. I guess he's like the flower. I think that's the one that comes after the sprout. I don't know how that system works.
Returner.
Anyways, returner.
Yeah,
Oh.
someone who stopped playing for a while and came back.
Ah. Okay. Gotcha.
Anyways, so yeah, the aura appears to be emanating directly from yourself, not any of your belongings.
Okay.
Do y'all clue Ezekiel in on this as well?
Yeah,
Uh,
I do.
yeah. Okay, she can.
Ezekiel just casually remarks, "Who do we know that's really good at abjuration magic?"
The Dean
Just
would
looks
probably be
forward
one.
towards Reeves.
Reeves too. I mean,
The professor,
yeah.
the hot guy.
Yeah. I said, yeah, Reeves. Reeves too.
So, you're led back to the school, where you are.
Seen
You
him
do
before this?
Reeves? Yeah, he was the first person to greet you.
Yeah, with the Dean.
Deckard Reeves.
Wait.
He's the abjuration professor. He's literally on the setup screen. He was one of the 3 people on the setup screen because he was one of the first 3 people you saw in the campaign.
Oh.
Facepalm.
Why would he
Although
cast that
Katya
on
is, I don't know. I'm just saying, he's good at abjuration magic. It could have been him. I don't know why he would cast it on us, unless he's in on it. But then, I have no idea. I was making connections.
You know what my
Yeah, I
connection?
just wanna study.
Hmm?
I just want to study.
What people fail to realize, and why being held here is a bad thing. People's hubris is going to get in the way, and it's going to get people killed. And tricks like that we just experienced will get us killed, and many others. Zin's just like flat serious.
I think we make a break for it at night. Try to escape.
That'll go well.
That would probably not go so well.
Do you think we could duel one of the professors, like 4 of us against one professor? I think so.
I think it would be like a child throwing toys against a wall.
I think it'd be fun to watch.
Not experience?
No.
Oh, you're not joining us. I got it. Understood.
Yeah.
I've only known you for a few weeks, but I can already speak of Varella. Well, I suppose. I don't know, honestly. I really don't. You see a healer who kind of mends your wounds, and you're dismissed to your dorms.
Hey,
After
I could think of worse places to die, or people to die with.
Deckard, who is the one that's dismissing you to your dorms, I'll see if I can get a hold of her. She's in a predicament at them.
Okay, well then maybe you can answer my question. What does it take for a
I'll
student to skip ahead of grade?
It's pretty rare, but it does happen. There is a trial you can attempt. If you succeed the trial, then you actually become a 3rd year.
Neat.
We generally don't allow it these days, but special exceptions have been made. Certain students here have attempted it just this year, actually. Failed, but attempted.
What does this trial consist of?
Displaying your mastery of all of these schools of magic, you must have a relatively complex understanding of every possible school of magic. The trial involves some combat, some puzzle solving, etc. You can attempt it
at the start of your second year if you'd like.
Okay, thank you.
You do have to go through first year no matter what, but you can start as, at the start of your second year, you can attempt the trial, and we'll see.
Thank you.
Second year's really boring anyways. You're welcome. You don't get to the good stuff till third year.
Sin is trying to hold back a remark.
Party!
Sounds like you need a little spice in that life. On that second year.
Do you say that to him?
Yes.
He just raises an eyebrow and
Like
I have quite enough spice.
flavoring?
Sin just face bumps. You sweet, sweet summer child.
I don't think I'm very sweet at all. I'm kind of a bitch.
They're sayings, Varella. Sayings. Not literally.
Sounds stupid. She kind of like sheepishly walks back into the room.
So as you're dismissed to your quarters, it's probably an hour that you're in your dorms before a knock comes on the door.
Oh, please, go away.
Sins opens it. Yes.
As you open it, you are greeted with a long, slender face.
Oh god, Slender Man.
Oh god, whoa! Slender face, kind of sunken, hollow eyes, bright green, glancing back at you through the door as you see the face of the Arbiter that had introduced himself earlier this morning.
Sin immediately shuts the door in his face. I want nothing to do with you.
Yes, it was. Fucking.
Nope.
God damn it! This is like one of the Disney cartoons.
It's actually one of the people I was hoping to talk to.
I just want to talk. Please open the door. I understand there was an incident earlier. I must investigate, as you know.
Should we?
Yes?
Thoughts, Ezekiel?
Well, I'm thinking that maybe we can actually tie him up and throw him out the window, but also we should probably speak to him and see what he has to hear.
We shouldn't incriminate ourselves, says that.
First, he has to say, wait, hold on.
Sin
is
looks
true.
like he doesn't want to, and he just kind of opens the door and looks at him. Kind of like,
I knew you'd come around, thank you.
I'm about to slam the door in your face if you do that again.
You'll go to jail.
Okay,
Steps
go
in.
right ahead. I welcome it.
He raises an eyebrow.
Dad owns a dealership.
My dad owns a dealership. He raises an eyebrow towards you, and he goes, I'll assume that this is just a fit of stress. Don't worry, it'll pass. Steps in and looks around for a second. See him, he's just... The one word, if you met this guy in real life, the one word that would probably pop into your head is slimy. He just invades personal space almost immediately in a way that is like uncomfortable and not okay. And he just steps in and looks around the room.
I can relate. Socially awkward.
Right? So, can you tell me about what happened in the garden today? I'm curious. Anyone?
One of your cards left. I and then the other guard turned into a creature. Some other students got charmed. We killed the creature.
And made sure not to hurt the students.
See. Fascinating. And how did you accomplish such a feat? I heard the charm was powerful.
We tied them up.
Charm, calm emotions and rope?
Calm emotions. That's genius. Good job. I'm impressed. That's proper thinking.
Insight check.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to know if he's actually impressed.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
You know nothing.
You believe whatever you want to believe. 11 again. Everything he said, every word that comes out of his mouth feels patronizing. Well, I'm glad that no one was seriously injured, except for, of course, Brutus. I'll have to send a letter to his wife. That's okay. That's none of your concern. When the attack happened, you say that there was a creature that Brutus turned into, and he used some kind of strange magic, and then the students fell under this charm. I'm curious why Brutus targeted only them.
Well, he didn't.
And not you. Oh, he didn't?
Nope.
Oh, you were
Also,
all
I'm sure
just...
Brutus casted it.
Really?
We're not even sure if he did. He dropped dead and transformed into that.
He scoots one of your chairs back at your kitchen table. You guys have a very tiny kitchen. Scoots one of your chairs back at your kitchen table and sits down. Thinks to himself. He's tapping the bottom of his chin. He's got his legs crossing. So, you say that you were targeted?
Correct.
And you just resisted it, all four of you?
No, as I've learned today, we have a ward cast on us.
Oh.
Because I had the same question. I was like, well, why would we be targeted? And so I found out.
He looks around and snaps his fingers, and you all start glowing a little bit. And he looks at each of you. Uh-huh. I think I know what this is. Very curious. This is a powerful ward against, why, it seemed charms and frightens. He doesn't say it like that. He says charms and terror. Whoever gave you this gift is quite fond of you, I'm assuming. This is not an easy spell to cast.
Well, they did so in secret.
So you don't know who gave it to you?
Varella shakes her head.
Interesting. A secret admirer you have? I'm curious. Very.
Force. Well,
Strong with the force you are.
sorry. The way you said that just makes me laugh.
He shrinks down, becomes a little goblin.
I fucking know it.
Fucking goblin, Kinsei monk. Anyways.
I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Why, of course. I'm here to answer questions and make sure that you are okay after the attack.
Right.
Does
Looking out for our well-being.
Indeed.
everybody what is he? An arbiter?
He's an arbiter, yeah. He works for the Arbitarium.
Okay. Is everyone in the Arbitarium, do they all share she kind of spins her finger in a circle, this position, attitude?
Oh, the attitude. No, not at all. But I am ruthlessly efficient, and I know that I am good at what I do. If I allow others to perceive me as weak, then perhaps it would be disadvantageous.
Insight check.
Certainly.
20.
He seems to genuinely believe what he's saying.
Neat.
Very much full of his own shit in a way that he uses to his advantage. In fact, with a 20, you imagine this is an intimidation tactic in some ways.
Neat. Makes sense.
Indeed. And one last question and final question. The teacher. You say he disappeared. It postulated that he may have been an illusion at that moment. None of you saw through that.
Well, when you use such an advanced illusion, it makes it very difficult to see through it.
I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't looking for an illusion. I was busy studying.
Curious. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad to see that you all made it out okay and had such an adept handling of the situation. My recommendation would be to perhaps stay in bed or stay away from class for a day or two, let the potential trauma work its way.
I do have something to say to you.
Of course. Yes, what is it?
You're not gonna like it, but I don't care.
So far, I haven't liked a word out of your mouth.
Oh, aren't you just the sweetest thing?
No, that's what my mother said.
And I bet you she was, horrible.
She was.
Zin's eyes actually darken as his joking demeanor fades. Your order to keep us here is going to get people killed. You realize this, right?
He cracks a slight smile at this, uncrosses his legs, and he leans forward in the chair. I know. Scoots back, stands up. I'm counting on it, actually.
All to
What?
get the fish.
One person might die. But like you said, they're bait. It's the fish I'm after. We can potentially resurrect someone that died. Usually, anyway.
Right, unless their soul was devoured or used for a ritual.
That would certainly be unfortunate, but I don't believe that's what's happening here. I think that these are wanton killing. The attack today, I think, proves that. Now, of course, you can tell people what I've said here, but they're not going to believe you.
Question.
It's fun letting somebody know your plan before it happened. Yes. What's your question?
How did Axel die?
Whatever do you mean?
That was his name, right? Axel?
Yeah.
The kid in the
Yeah.
basement of the church.
Mm-hmm.
How did he die?
I believe he was beset by several students seeking to create mischief. It's the report I read. I've got my eye on all of you.
I want insight check.
I know. Go ahead. He thinks you killed Axel.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're up to here. I've got my eye on you, and the second that I have proof, you are all going away. You are clever. Terribly clever. but I don't think you have what it takes. You know. You'll slip up soon enough, and I'll be there.
Wait. You think we're doing all of this?
You are wonderful actors.
Sin just laughed.
I truly believe you have missed your calling. I'll see you another time. Turns, opens the door.
No, wait.
Hmm. What?
Hold on. I'm about to make questionable decisions.
you might be.
Fuck, alright, we're doing it. So... Yeah, I killed him.
Oh. Hold on, I need him to roll a check here.
Wisdom save, what?
It's a fail. I turns around, shuts the door. His jaw falls open. Excuse me. You did you?
She takes a very deep breath and holds up her hands like in sort of like showing that she's not a threat, and she's going to activate Starry Form Dragon.
Okay.
I'm assuming we had like a short rest by this point too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point you definitely would have.
Let me do that. Ping used to watch it. Okay. And she takes a deep breath, collects herself.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Roll a deception check.
Am I lying though?
In the spirit of it, yes, you are.
Technically, Arcangel-Arienne helped speed along his death. We were trying to save him.
He smiles and he gets like right up in your face. And you can smell whiskey on his breath. I'm going to enjoy what comes next.
Zin gets in between her and him and kind of pushes. Not really pushes, but tells him to back up with his body language.
Roll a strength check.
I have horrible strength. 0.
Jesus. I'm not even gonna roll for him. He can't roll anywhere near that low. As you do so, he
She says, is it questioning me? Because I'm sure I have some answers you probably want.
As Zin tries to get in between you, he holds out one hand, and he doesn't look like he's exerting any force at all. Zin, he grabs hold of your arm, and you feel something in your arm pop. And he pushes you to the side, one-handed, like you are foam in the wind. Oh, no. I'll save the questions for another time. For now, I hope you all have a wonderful night. He stands back up to his full height.
They didn't do anything.
Oh no, I'm sure they didn't. Goodbye now. I'll see you again tomorrow. Turns around.
Take me in for questions?
Raises an eyebrow. Oh, absolutely not.
Why?
It's part of the game.
What?
Closes the door behind him. I need you all to roll a perception check.
Does my passive perception be whatever you just did?
No.
20.
Also, that's not how passive perception works anyway, so.
Well, I'm not sure how it's done, so that's why I ask you.
12.
Okay. Azakil gets 12.
Yes?
I would get up and go after him.
You're gonna go after him?
Yeah.
1 second here, let me do this. Finish this part. Ezekiel is going to get a perception check as well. Okay. It closes the door, you get up quickly. Zin, you notice this. Varela does not, and neither does Ezekiel. When he pushes you to the side, Zin, his normally bright green eyes, they're not green anymore, they are slate gray when he pushes you to the side.
Okay. Was it like an illusion to drop, or...
You're not sure what happened there. You only know that for just a moment, his entire demeanor changed. His eyes changed color. Even his voice changed for a second.
Zin, with his other arm, because it probably hurts,
Y-
catches
yeah,
Varela.
You have a hairline fracture in your left arm right now.
Yeah, catches Varela with his other arm. Don't.
Varela, you get up just as he's closing the door. Would you resist, Zen?
Yes.
Roll, Zen, you can roll athletics. Varela, acrobatics or athletics.
See.
Eh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Bunch of fucking wet noodles.
What is that one D&D show, Low Rolls, High Hopes? I feel like that's how we are right now. Jesus Christ. As you try to slip past, wait, Zin, I said athletics. What is your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is -1. So I still beat her.
Varela wins.
Wait, no, I still beat her.
No, you don't. You don't subtract 1 from that. You subtract 1 from your 3.
1 for my 3. Oh.
Yeah, so you rolled a 2.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so Varela does manage to just slip out of your grasp. A lot of it has to do with the fact that your arm fucking hurts right now. Your arm is broken, technically. It's not like
Varela.
a serious... It is a bone break.
Varela, you hear in Zen's voice, don't push it.
Varela, you get to the door that he's just closed when you hear this.
I open
Do you
it.
see? You open it?
Yeah, I
As
open it.
As you open it, you look to the left, look to the right. He's not there. He just shut this door 3 seconds ago.
Zen is actually bristling right now.
Ezekiel speaks. Wait, hold on. Where did he go?
That wasn't the Arbiter. I don't think it was. His eyes changed when he hurt my arm.
Arya comes over and casts Cure Wounds on your arm.
Thank you.
We need to go to the Dean.
Either that, he's actually what I think he is.
Can you call your daddy and tell him to, like, I don't know, buy the school?
Hello, would like evac.
I don't think if it's...
Dad, come pick me up from school. The teachers are being mean.
I could do one better. I can see if the council was possibly really did send arbiters here, and who. But other than that, I don't think he could.
I
Oh,
don't like that one bit.
I think he's that
You think that was the fucking thing that got released?
possible.
I think that was a power-tripping Arbiter.
That's also a possibility.
That guy needs to be put in a ditch.
But he referred to it as a
Wait,
game.
hold on. Varela, what are you doing?
Huh?
Varela, what are you doing? Why did you say that?
To gauge his reaction.
What information did you gain just now?
She points at Zed.
Oh, thanks.
That's actually fair. I don't...
She kind of like looks down. Sorry about your arm. Where's the Dean?
Yeah, we should
go speak to the dean, right?
Yeah. Even if she is in hot water.
Do we think she's in on it?
Doubtful.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Considering whatever it is pretending to be teachers, it is very hard to trust any of them.
Okay. Varela, what do you think we should do?
Dean. She turns around and walks away.
Which direction oh, you're going to the dean. Okay, that's what she said. Okay.
Buddy system, I guess we go.
Yep, nope, gotta follow her.
Sin is just still rubbing his arm like, ugh. Even though
It still hurts. It's not broken anymore, but it's still sore. Follow Varela out towards the dean. We're gonna take a little break here. 10 minutes or so.
Yay, I need a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Da.
Okay, I am ready. Da.
Zul. Exiting your dorms and proceeding down the hallway, you quickly make your way to the dean's office.
How long does this take us?
Say, like, you know what, we'll do this. Okay. 11 minutes.
Nice. Can we get a short rest?
I think you've
Sure.
taken the allotted short rests.
You get one more today.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of short rests, right?
Yeah, you only get 2. But yeah, you could go ahead and get a short rest if you want. Don't worry, in my new game coming out, ability uses are on a timer. They're 10 minutes usually. You get to use it once every 10 minutes. Most of the time, sometimes 3 or 4 times.
Elite.
Fuck all this rest shit, they're on a timer, homie.
Alright, we'll take a short rest.
You're not going to? Okay. Continuing forward to the dean's office, you arrive a couple of minutes later. You see several guards posted kind of in this area. As you knock on the twin doors, you hear the voice of the dean's assistant, Meredith. Yes, enter. You see you.
I was gonna say. Continue.
Okay. You open up the twin doors that lead into the dean's office, and you see kind of at the side the I would say elderly lady that usually kind of handles the dean's like basic affairs. Her name is Meredith, and she just kind of greets you. And, what can I do for you today?
Varela says kind of sheepishly, like, sort of arm crossed over her stomach. What's the dean here?
Oh, yeah, she's in her office right now. She's in a meeting.
Can I ask with who?
Oh, yeah, it's, Professor Reeves and Professor Romanova and, the Arbiter.
What?
Yeah, he stopped by just a moment ago, and she said to let him in, so I did.
How long has he been in this meeting?
Oh, probably 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't particularly want my arm broken again, please.
we need to talk to her.
Well, I can let her know. Is it emergency?
Potentially, maybe.
Well, hold on.
Traces a little clip in the air.
I've got a couple of students here, and they're needing to talk to you.
Varella.
Varella, and yeah, the Lich's kid. What's your name, honey?
Zin.
Zin. The guys Zin and Varella, and that lot. Uh-huh. She says y'all can come in.
Oh.
Neat.
I mean, I'll protect you again, Varela, but I just don't like my arm broken.
Don't worry about it.
Ariane would probably take point and open the doors.
She's gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna use a second wild shape for the day. Here we go.
I like how you just walk around in starry form all the time. It's visible to other people.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like you're just walking around in
And her
starry.
demeanor changes depending on which form she's taken. There's visible difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you enter into the dean's office, you see the dean sitting there at her big, like, heavy desk, sitting kind of like not necessarily across from her, but next to her more or less. Kind of catty-cornered are professors Reeves and Romanova. And then you see sitting with his legs up on the desk, directly across from the dean, the Arbiter. His name is Arbiter Jones. I don't think I've said that up to this point.
His name is Arbiter Shitback to me.
Dick
Arbiter shit. Arbiter dickwagon. Arbiter dick shit.
Oh.
Okay, cut that out of YouTube. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I can if you want.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I know it's a joke.
You see them all sitting there, and the dean gives you a nod. The Arbiter, Oh, I was just talking about you.
Yeah, question for you. Did you just come in darkness?
I did. We had a lovely conversation about your unfortunate incident today.
I'm an insight check him.
Sure.
19.
He's telling the truth. I decided it would be best if I go and speak with the dean about what I'd learned here. You know, with the ward on you and everything. We thought it interesting.
Can I insight check him again to see if that's really what he's talking about?
With that, we'll just keep that insight check. We'll say he's being coy with you in particular. Knowing full well when he says this to you, you'll know what he's talking about, but the dean will not. Reeves speaks up. It does concern me where this ward of yours came from. I honestly have no idea. And the fact that you even have it is convenient.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Are arbiters known for being ruthless like that?
Yes. Arbiter, when an arbiter shows up, you just kind of have to give in. They are shitheads. They're known for being not necessarily rude, really, but very to the point. And they kind of do what they want. They don't have to obey a lot of the same laws that normal people do. They still have their own code that they have to abide by, but it's a very different set of rules that the average person would have to follow.
Gotcha. Okay, second question. Since they're basically like the magical FBI.
Pretty much, yeah.
This council she talked about.
Mm-hmm.
why would they be left out of that? Would I know that?
What do you mean?
Like, why does he not know about it?
They may have left it out of the reports.
Oh, what did he not know about the ward?
No, not the ward. That this was basically a prison.
Oh, you're not sure if he knew about that or not.
They're technically trying to keep it on the down low, and from what I'm told, the council approved the prison and the school part, right?
Yes, last session we did confirm the council did approve that the prison is held here.
Okay, so with my knowledge of the Arbiters, would I know that would I know if they have knowledge privy that the council would have? Or is the council above them?
The council's way above the Arbiters. The council is who the Arbiters answer to. The Arbitorium is an arm of the council.
Okay.
Think of the Arbitarium. Maybe FBI is a bad description. The Arbitarium's not the FBI. The Arbitarium is like the Stasi. They're like secret police.
Gotcha.
But not very secret. So when the council wants something done a little extrajudicially, they'll send an arbiter to do it.
Gotcha.
They're not fascists. They're just a police state. Fine line.
Do I throw this into chaos?
Huh?
Do I throw this into chaos?
It's up to you. I am just reacting to what y'all are doing.
Here we go. This doesn't let me astray so far. Alright. Dean.
Yes. I'm sorry about today's events, and I was unable to visit you. I was very preoccupied with dealing with various circumstances.
No need to apologize. Did she say that everybody here knew about? No, only she knew that this was a prison, right? The dean.
Correct, yeah. She knows that, and it's the other staff members are not privy to that information.
Gotcha. At some point, well, actually, can I ask you a question? And she
Of course. Yes.
side eyes the arbiter in private.
The dean looks at the arbiter. If Agent Jones would allow here, I would like to have a word with my ward in private, yes. And he smiles at you all. Oh, I guess that's something that could be allowed. But don't take too long. I am very busy, as you know. He stands up.
Oh, well, I just...
We'll continue the discussion another time. I'm curious to discover where these wards came from, but another time. And he turns.
I would like to continue this discussion just after I ask her a quick question.
Oh, you have more to add.
It'll take
Well, then
about
by all
5 seconds.
Katya, I'm sorry, Professor Romanova, Professor Reeves, please join me out here. They kind of give each other a little glance before looking at the dean, and getting up and leaving the room. Shut the door behind them. Now the 4 of you are in the room with the dean.
I kind of like, I guess, walk up to the dean's desk.
Got like this heavy oak desk.
Yeah, we're like not trying to meet her gaze. Does he know about the prison?
I believe he does, yes. He hasn't let on too much. He's been... She fans her hands when she says this in the moment of like annoyance. Mysterious, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do the other faculty that were here know about it?
In this room, yes. Romanova and Reeves are trusted. They do know some of what's going on here.
So they know this is a prison?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
They
What
don't
else?
know the full extent. They don't know what else is here, but they do know about Ikorax.
So they don't know that that thing is free.
They do know that Ikorax is free.
Okay, cool. That was it. Thank you.
Okay. Gives you a nod, and Ezekiel will turn around and open the door. You all free to come back in, except for the agent. He has to stay out.
Well, no.
Jones goes, "It doesn't matter what you say," and comes back in. I provide you this moment of privacy out of respect, not requirement.
Right, respect.
And just keep smiling.
Considering what you did in the dorm.
So since I know that we're all on the same page now, you she takes a deep breath and like crosses her arms, like sort of like. Is there a free chair?
Oh yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them in the room.
Cool. She sits down and crosses her arms and places them on her lap. You know that. Well, you know that somebody killed Axel.
Indeed.
Yeah, and you nearly broke her arm when I said that I did it.
His.
Yes.
Yes, sorry.
You good?
Apologies. Because I'm going to give you the benefit of a doubt and say you're not an idiot, I'm assuming you know that. And she eyes the dean, like, not meeting her eyes, but like apologetically. Almost, which is
you kind
rare.
You do see Deckard out of the corner of your eye has now stood up from his chair, and he looks pissed.
Zin is still holding his arm to his stomach area.
Varela continues. And you know about the prison here. And what's under the church, I'm guessing.
He narrows his eyes. I know about the prison. That's your question, is how much do you know? Because I'm willing to bet it's a lot more than you've let on. Deckard interjects at this point. That's enough of this. You broke someone's arm? I did nothing of the sort.
Fractured
Professor
it.
Reeves.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know where this claim is coming from, but if such negative intent is your vector, I suggest that you reconsider your course of action. I will not have my name slandered.
I mean,
you can kill me right here if you want. I don't really care either way.
well,
At least I'll die. Alright.
Getting pretty extreme, Zen.
Listen, you can check my memories. Maybe he's telling the truth. Zen did say that his demeanor changed. His eyes shifted, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, they changed color.
I assure you, I am not aware of what this child is talking about.
Feel free to check all of our memories.
Deckard. I'm gonna roll an insight check for Deckard here. Because Deckard's about to punch this guy in the face. NPCs, staff, Deckard. Insight. Deckard's not very insightful. Let's see what. Okay, 14. We'll roll for. Okay. Deckard looks. We're going to check those memories later. And if you so much as laid a finger on them, I swear.
Well,
You swear what, Mr. Reeves? Sit down and stop talking.
I think the better question is, one, if you're aware of the prison, why do you not know how Axel died? And two, why did your eyes change color?
I am aware of the prison, and I am aware of how Axel died. My understanding is that Axel was in the church and was beset by the four of you. Whether or not this is the truth remains to be seen, and that is what I am here to find out. I have not professed any guilt of you. There is no reason to assume that I am not going to investigate this through its due course. I was merely following a lead.
Okay.
As for my eyes, I am not quite certain what you're talking.
Insight check.
Agreed.
Go ahead.
That's a 13.
I suck at this.
It's okay. Everybody's bad at insight. You can't read him. You know he's lying, but you can't read why.
Right.
Recommend if you're going to approach an agent of the Arbitarium with accusations such as this, that you do so with some credibility.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
I see.
I'm, like yourself, trying to understand something. So, let me save you the trouble and say that we did indeed kill Axel as he was trying to summon something.
And how do I know that you were not trying to summon this demon
Oh,
to
yes.
release this Ikorax, and Axel was merely your sacrifice?
There's this neat spell called Zone of Truth.
And that is exactly what I am waiting for my second agent for. I do not know this spell, unfortunately. As I said, I am a first strike agent. I'm here to quickly assess the situation and get things under control, and if there is a danger, I should nullify it. I have a partner on his way. He'll be here within the day or so. He's much more the nitty-gritty detective type. You'll like him a lot more than me, I assure you.
Okay, so...
Damn it, Ariane does not have Zone of Truth prepared. He knows the spell.
You won't take anybody else's Zone of Truth?
Of course not. I only allow my partner to do the questioning. It is my partner I trust. This is the system of the Arbitarium.
Okay. Question, then.
Yes.
Dean.
Yes?
People are tested, correct?
What do you mean by tested?
For, this... What's his name? The Lich's name?
Ikorax.
Ikorax. Okay.
Yep.
For Ikorax's influence, right?
We do our best, yes. We have monitors, basically everywhere that we can find them.
So, are the Arbiters being monitored?
She kind of bristles a little bit at the question, like, not in a, like, oh, I'll attack you way, but like in a, oh god, shit, fuck way. She looks over at,
Because the
the
more
Arbiter.
intervals you introduce into a situation like this, the more unpredictable it becomes. No offense.
Almost like I said this last session.
She looks at the Arbiter. Of course they're not being monitored. We are not allowed to. Oh, I am free of any influence. I can guarantee that.
Right,
We are infused with a special serum. We are free of influence from charms or mind magics of the like. It does come at a cost, however, unfortunately.
Oh, your personality? What a shame.
Fucking Ezekiel just. No. Unfortunately for my poor mother, I was like this even as a child.
I feel sorry for her.
We are incapable of telepathy. It is unfortunate.
Right, but magic doesn't need to necessarily be telepathic to influence your...
Of course not, but we are immune to the effects of charm. I cannot be charmed. Feel free to try.
Can you be possessed?
That's a good question.
Knowledge, I've actually never had anything try. I would assume not. We do go through some anti-possession training, but I have not yet encountered anything that uses possession as a technique.
You should probably find an answer to that question before you do run into something like that.
I would assume the serum's effects do not affect possession, which is why we had to go through such rigorous anti-possession training.
So... it's not outside the realm of possibility, then, that something is inhabiting your body with you.
We have powerful mages here who can end possession. Perhaps we should seek one of them out and have them cast their great exorcisms on me.
No offense, I don't think anybody wants to touch you with their magic.
Or anything else. My initial reaction to your insults in the dormitory was a rage. But now I think I'm becoming somewhat fond of them. You have a spark. Mayhap you'll make arbiters someday.
I never insulted you. What?
No, you've been nothing but respectful and cooperative. Your friend here is an imbecile.
Thanks, I guess?
It wasn't a compliment.
Exactly.
Enough of this childish shit.
Right. So... my question still stands. Why... if you were given a report, why wasn't any of this included in the report?
Any of what?
What happened? Like, what actually happened?
The only side of the story that we currently possess is yours.
You said a report was written down.
A report was written from your perspective.
Oh, great Gidley
We were given a report of what occurred that day. But we don't know what happened after you took Axel, or, excuse me, after you and Axel Tames collided in the Undercoff. The only thing that we know is that students were disappearing into the church, and not long afterwards, Axel Tames was dead at your hand and Icarax was free. Now, mayhap it is true that Axel was the one attempting to release Icarax. That is a distinct possibility. But I refuse to negate the possibility that it was you doing the releasing.
Okay.
Not until I have definite proof.
And when is this questioner getting here?
He should be here within the next, I would give it 8 to 9 hours. This is Special Agent Rhodes. I'm looking forward to his arrival. I will no longer have to deal with any of you. It will be wonderful. In the meantime, please, if you have any further leads that might allow me to conclude the source of these attacks, do let me know. I do have to do some investigating into the werewolves in the wood, but I will be back on the morrow.
Did anybody check into... What's the illusion professor's name? Fuck.
Kai.
Kai. Did anyone check into Kai?
I did. He's still in bed.
Did he smell fresh rain?
No. He smelled like... honestly, kind of like shit. He's very ill. I don't know what's come over him, but...
You might consider maybe seeing if he's poisoned or has something else.
Well, we've run diagnostics and tests. We believe it's a serious cold, but he's reacting to it in a very negative way. Professor Jan's health has never been the best, but this is not good. We're hoping he makes a swift recovery within the next week or two, but...
Wait.
Mhm.
I have a spell.
Oh god, hello?
You have what?
Hey, the common cold would be a disease, correct?
The common cold would be a disease, but you also know that there are magical colds that are not capable of being cured by lesser restoration.
What the fuck's a magical cold?
It is when the etheric currents in your body are interrupted by stray etheric currents in the grid of Aether. Produces effects similar to the common cold. And you also shit yourself. A lot.
So, he's got a magical cold.
Well, yes, if he had a normal cold, we would have cured it by now. Quickly and easily.
Okay, so... Is it possible that someone's manipulating the currents of ether around him to give him this cold?
Deckard, who would be an expert on this particular subject, I
mean, it is possible, isn't it?
need to go visit Professor Jan.
You didn't think... Oh, never mind.
He had this cold. He's had this cold for a couple of days. We figured, and the incident was just last night, but
Well,
maybe
he's been out for how long?
the incident today. Are they gonna? They have to be. He gets up and he's like, I have to go.
Okay.
I'll return shortly.
Good catch, I guess. Hopefully that's not true.
Look at you, solving crimes all by yourself. Brilliant, really.
Hold on, Mike.
Zin is 18.
So...
so...
Entry into Willowbrook requires you to be at least 18, so you're probably
Cool.
18,
Cool.
19, 20.
Yeah, okay, cool. She just like face palms. She's like, I'm 20 years old
Yes.
with no experience doing this.
It is quite entertaining to watch the flailing about of incompetence.
She looks him dead in the eyes and says, it really isn't.
I believe this meeting is adjourned for now. We shall discuss the wards another time. I do have to get going. It's going to be sundown soon, and I would rather meet the werewolves before the moon is out.
What werewolves?
What was that?
What werewolves?
There's werewolves out in the forest.
Oh yeah, there's
They're
where
friendly.
the Windwood. They are friendly, but you know they are werewolves as well.
Yeah?
Are you gonna go break their arms?
I will if they give me cause.
What is cause to you?
Supposedly getting in between you two.
answers with a smirk. Romanova speaks up now. She goes, "Did you actually break his arm?" "I didn't touch the boy."
Oh yeah.
"You'll excuse me, I must be leaving." Swiftly exits. I have to roll a check for Ezekiel. Okay. He doesn't try and trip him when he leaves.
Found someone he hates more than the dean right now.
Ezekiel can subtle spell, so it's like
Fucking do it.
he thought about it.
Do it, you pussy.
No.
I wish I had telepathy.
I rolled for it. He said no. He thought about it though.
I
'Cause
use my chronergy ability to force him to reroll.
That's not a thing. As he exits, you hear Katya and the dean just let out these massive sighs. The dean looks to you. "This is going to get worse before it gets better, I'm afraid."
Why? Why is everybody so dumb?
I don't think it's that we're dumb. My hands are tied, otherwise this would already be over.
Well, I'm not referring to.
I do agree. There is an air of incompetence around me currently that is insufferable on a scale I cannot possibly imagine should have ever existed to begin with. In this case, you are fortunate that such award was bestowed upon you. Who put it on you, I am not sure. Why it is there, I am not sure. However, I do know that you did not kill Axel Thames, nor were you the instigator in today's attack.
Oh, well, we kind of did kill him.
Well, you know what I mean.
We tried to save him. It was the person who hit him last that technically helped.
Arian shrugs. Maces are heavy.
No, just admit it. You were just fucking angry.
Sometimes it's really hard to swing at just the right angle.
But listen, we were all involved in his death, right? I mean, his soul was already gone, though, so...
It's technically true, but I mean, you didn't kill him out of malice, you killed him out of necessity. He attacked you, from your reports.
Did he attack us first?
He did.
Okay.
I don't think he did. He
did.
It was Ark's character that caused him to shoot a lightning bolt at us.
Are you certain he already had the lightning bolt in his hand before Ark got to him, from what I remember?
Yeah, he did. Arc provoked him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ark egged him on, and then he got the lightning bolt, and Ark attacked.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
We instigated it, but he did attack us first.
Yeah.
He was also building a sigil.
Shrine to the dead gods. Wait, hold on.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god.
What? Okay, alright.
I think.
I have a question.
Yes.
Zen, is your daddy capable of doing this sort of thing?
What kind of thing?
The barrier protective ward.
I can ask.
He's a very accomplished mage, but casting spells over distances like that is not really a thing.
I don't know. Maybe you can cast spells through cell phones.
You can, sort of, but not like that.
I don't think so.
Well, maybe he used like the spell. Out of character, it's 6th level. You set a trigger for it, and then it triggers the spell.
It's not Glyph of Power, is it?
No.
It's contingency.
Contingency. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, maybe he cast it like while you were still at home and put it on a contingency or something.
If we put a contingency onto Zen, it would only trigger on Zen. It would not affect any of you.
Well,
Contingency is one of my specialties.
could it not be contingent on affecting...
No.
Well, so, okay, so...
Contingency triggers only affects the person affected by contingency, regardless of the spell or original spell. Side note, it's fun to be able to talk about spells like this in-game, like in-character. And yes, that is how contingency works.
Okay.
So if you put a fireball in contingency and you say, when I'm attacked in melee, fireball. Fun fact, the fireball will only target you.
That's a good one.
You attacked me! You just burst into flames and fall over dead. My death has come!
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
Okay, well, what about like a glyph of power?
That would be Deckard's realm, but perhaps?
The trigger being when she finds what do we call it? Not a family, but
a crew.
Crew. When she finds a crew and affecting the people of her crew.
Well, he could have a contingency like, or not a glyph of power like that on him, but it is difficult to say. I'm not sure. It could be your father's then, or it could be his. Let's know.
Zin shrugs, keeping his one arm rested.
Maybe you should ask your father.
Ask your daddy.
Okay, fine. I'll ask him. God damn it! He's gonna wonder why I'm bothering him so many times in the day.
He's gonna. Oh, that's actually gonna get trivial. Never mind.
Oof. Don't call me again.
Bullshit.
Ouch. The cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon.
Yeah, I asked him about it. Hey, Dad, I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
Did you happen to put, like, a protection ward on me or something?
I have not done such a thing in quite a while, no.
Okay. Because, for some reason, we all have our protection ward and we don't know where it's coming from.
Well, that's strange. Did you, perhaps... I don't know. Do you have a secret admirer?
Tinshrugs. No, I don't think I do. Or maybe I do. I don't know. That's what the secret admirers are for.
That's why they're secret, Dad. Well, I'm not sure, unfortunately. I can tell you it wasn't me.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's about it, thanks.
I've got to go meet the Prime Minister of Britain. I will talk to you later.
Alright.
Bye, love. You're gonna go die now.
Bye, good luck.
Don't die, or do, it's your choice.
Oh god. He said... He said he hadn't done that in a while, and no, he's not the one that caused it.
Did you do it, Dean?
She looks at you. The ward?
Yeah.
No. Regardless, somebody cast it on you, and it came in handy today, and that means that somebody knew you were going to be targeted.
Just doesn't want to study.
It's okay.
For now, I would return to your dorms. I'll try and... Katya, can you go by their dorms a couple of times tonight just to check in on them? Of course, yes. No problem. Okay. I would spend the night inside, for sure. And Mhm.
Do either of you know detect thoughts?
Katya and the Dean. Let me take a look at the Dean. I think the Dean does. 1 second.
She's a wizard, right?
She is.
Cool.
Let me check something. The Dean does not just know detect thoughts, she can cast detect thoughts at will.
Neat. Right, does she share that?
Yes, she does.
Right, so, do you want to check our thoughts to make sure that we aren't bullshitting about the arm?
Oh, right, yes. Give me a second. She traces the sigil, and as in you feel something probing around in your brain. It almost has a physical sensation to it.
That feels weirder than telepathy sometimes. But he
It
doesn't
almost feels
resist.
like someone like moving like parts of your brain around.
Oh.
It's a very distinctly uncomfortable feeling.
Oh.
And after a moment, he did. I'm going to have to.
Please don't do anything brash. He didn't fully break it. It's just hurting a little.
I'm going to have to file a complaint with the council.
And I was
Yeah,
just trying to protect. How do you say your character's name again? Sorry.
Varella.
Varella.
Did you also see the eyes going gray? Did she mention?
I did.
Cool.
He lied about it. And he lied about it knowing that I can read your thoughts.
Right, which is why it made me think that perhaps he's being possessed or something. Under Ikorax's control.
Fear just kind of like she just bites her bottom lip.
It makes it
Katya?
very, very difficult to trust anyone.
Katya, I need you to go fetch Deckard for me. We have something to look into. Certainly, but if you are planning on perhaps attacking this agent, I would recommend against it.
I would agree.
I feel like this would bring down the wrath of the council. Then maybe that's what we need.
Can you not talk to the council about this?
I can try. The council is infamously defensive of their arbiters, however.
Holy shit. Now hear me
It's
out.
just the nature of the council.
What if the council's problem?
I think you're getting a little too.
Well, no. Who checks the council?
Who watches the Watchers?
Exactly. Look, I think it's a very fair question.
It is. It 100% is. It's the theme of like half of the books I've ever read. Unchecked authority. It's bad. It turns out.
Yeah.
Currently, the council checks the council, which, while I agree that it is not a perfect system, it is, unfortunately, the system that we are currently blessed with.
Self-checking entities of power. Love it.
Mhm.
Great.
Oh, believe me, there's talking. If you go to a bar and start talking politics, a lot of the time they start talking about, the 1940s. I'm like, no, we can't go here. They're not that, but they are certainly reminiscent of certain countries that I could name today that shall remain unnamed in the interest of political brevity.
Right, okay, so, hear me out. if we just kill him?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Not unless if we're forced to. Varella.
Was it not
We-
obvious that I was joking? Did I not joke right?
Wait. You were talking about the council, correct?
Yes.
Oh, I was talking about the Arbiter.
Well, I was talking about the council.
Katya just goes, well, the French tried that and it didn't work out actually all that great for them at some point, but then it did, so maybe... No.
Besides, I think Ezekiel's mother is part of the council. I don't think you want to do that.
She's not a counselor anymore.
Ah,
She was a counselor briefly.
Makes my joke funnier, right?
It makes it hilarious. She
Right.
would mostly agree with you, I think. I think many on the council do, but when a system of power is put in place like this, it fuels itself. One person cannot change a system like this. It takes many people over decades and decades to change something that is so entrenched. Systems of power that fuel themselves like this are often eternal, barring massive crisis.
And self-propagating, yes, I understand.
Yes.
So,
You leave in protest, and someone else just fills the gap.
Oof.
Willowbrook came for the Harry Potter themed, or what is the D&D the Wizards one? Strixhaven came for the Strixhaven content, stayed for the political commentary.
la oof.
Okay.
Rotating systems of power.
um,
I think that it's best currently if you return to your rooms. I will have Katya check on you. But for right now, I think I'm going to go and confront Agent Jones. I think we're going to have a talk about the nature of what occurred in that dormitory.
Please be careful. I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, he couldn't hurt the three of us. If it was just me, maybe. But I am Archmage Ashanti Akia, and he is a stain.
can I watch?
No. For now, return to your dorms. I'm going to take care of this.
Please be careful.
I will. As you exit the dean's office.
Okay, question.
Mhm.
How long would this chat have taken us?
I'd say 20 minutes.
Cool. Can I take that second short rest?
Damn it, yes. Yes, you can.
Cool. I need to read something
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a piece of shit.
Okay.
Okay. So, wild shape.
Yes. I am familiar with this ability.
Yeah. An insect isn't a beast, correct? Or
It is.
It is.
Yep. My druid uses wild shape to turn into a tiny spider all the time.
Yeah, and plus you can go into a giant spider. So
also
tiny
become a
spider?
giant.
Cool. I leaving. Do they follow us out, like the dean and everybody?
Katya and the dean does, yeah. And then Reeves is already gone.
Yeah, Reeve's gone to go check your theory to ensure that his health is okay.
I'm gonna get Zen's attention and tap my head.
Yeah. Say telepathically.
Yeah. I really want to watch this, so I'm gonna go watch it.
Okay. Be careful.
Okay. Varella's smart.
Mm-hmm.
I need to pull up a list of creatures. So what kind of insect or small creature that would go unnoticed?
This is a common insect here.
I mean, mosquito exists.
I can't
It's
hurt
very
the flying
stealthy.
creatures.
Oh, that's right, because you are not a moondrift, and you are too low level currently.
Yes.
Oh man. And it has to be something fast enough to keep up with them too.
I think a tarantula could keep up with them.
Well, they're just walking, right? They're not running.
Right.
So that means they're moving at like half speed, right?
Correct.
Okay, so then a tiny spider could keep up with them. A
Okay.
tiny spider moves 20 feet.
I would say something like a jumping spider definitely could.
Okay.
Also, if you turn into a jumping spider, your cuteness factor increases by 17, so...
Okay. Well, that maybe sounds like something that she would do, as to avoid getting swatted.
Yeah.
Nobody would dare swat the cute jumping spider.
Yeah, so she's gonna wild shape once they're like...
How long does the wild shape last?
half your level rounded down in hours, or rounded up, I can't remember.
Is it? Hang on, let's see. You can say number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down. So I can stay
1 hour.
1 hour. Yeah. Yeah, good thing I took a short rest, so technically 2 hours.
Yep. Okay. You're gonna turn into a tiny spider then.
Yeah, tiny jumping spider.
Zin says be careful and inform us what you find out.
Do you tell Azakil about what she's doing?
Yeah, cover for you. Got it. Should I tell Ezekiel?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Then Ark's character. Arcangel.
That's
There
right.
we go.
I don't have invisibility on him. I originally took invisibility on him, but I swapped it out for calm emotions. Okay. Never mind. Or no, I think I swapped it out for Misty Step. That's right.
Yeah, I was gonna have detect thoughts on my character, but then I didn't. I was like, silence is way better.
Silence is so good. So, as you exit, Varela, you begin following and watching.
Hanging on the ceiling.
Yeah, got you. Whenever applicable, I got you. Skittering after them, you watch them exit as they meet up with Reeves into the courtyard. And you see one of them call out to the Arbiter, who is way far away. You can just barely make it out, especially because you're a spider. Spiders don't have great vision. You can just barely make out this shape in the moonlight, basically. Or not, it's not moonlight, it's like sunset right now. This shape in the sunset. And they turn, and some words are exchanged. You can't quite hear because you're still too far away. And then you watch Deckard just haul off and knock the shit out of this Arbiter. Just full on clock him right in the face. Right hook. You watch the Arbiter stumble backwards for a second. And then grab Deckard by the throat and lift him up off the ground. That's where we're going to go ahead and end the session tonight.
Aww.
Damn it.
Why end it?
Because that's a great place to pick back up.
No.
No. You bitch.
Listen, this is how it has to be. It has to be this way.
Doesn't have to be.
Exactly.